you know, the code that Yahawadah established. And it's like all he's doing is fucking everything up.
No reason to be dirty and stanky.
And you know they make that a Jake thing, like they make that a Jake thing, but you know that's because of slavery. You know, if you on a fucking ship for 2 and 3 weeks at a time, months, without properly bathing, of course you're gonna smell, man. So like they said, they could smell a slave ship 5 miles out. That's how bad it was, bro. It was 5 miles out.
Who was it that? I think it was Herodotus or something like that. That spoke about the Caesarians, I think it was, and how they were like mad dirty, bro. That the women were just like when he was talking to them, that they were on the table, like, and that the women were sitting on the man's lap.
That was in I know that was in, it probably somewhere else, but I know it was in 13 Tribes. It was in that book.
Oh,
with Jake even something went up there and
yeah, I was
a
like,
state for Jake. And that shit was off, man. That
Wow,
shit was,
that's terrible.
yeah, they said they picked the lights off each other and eat it. They said the women, you know, they open their legs and they show their vagina openly and while scratching it. And he said that the reason why they do it is so that when another man look upon it, he don't, you know, he know that somebody else is and shit. Like, nigga, what? It was nasty. I read that shit. I read that shit. That shit disgusting, bro.
yeah,
Oh, we live
bro.
too, bro. My bad. I forgot.
Right.
Yeah, we live. No, go ahead. Oh, yeah.
That is not righteous.
Yeah, I was watching that Last Kingdom series. My woman's watching it, and then it's about the Danes.
Yeah.
Yeah, who are the Danes? The Danes were.
Those are like they're like Viking type people.
Yeah.
But I ain't sure, bro. I ain't sure if they. I believe they were Jakes.
Yeah.
But Esau make everybody white. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like I was playing a game, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and they were Danes.
Yeah.
And he, you know, but they had all that writing and shit on them. So I was thinking like, well, maybe they were the Picts. They were these fucking people, but you know. But then Jake got up in there and took all that shit over too. You know what I'm saying? So, but like, yeah, man, everybody else was somebody's always an Edomite, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, I ain't never seen Jake in a prominent role. And when you do see it, it'd be mad fucking confusion behind it. And people start bugging out. Hold on, bro.
Yeah, I try to watch that.
Yeah, I was meaning to ask you last night, so like it, but I interrupt you, but
No, you got it.
yeah, I was meaning to ask you, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do some research on the Danes, because the Danes.
Yeah, they have something on Netflix. The account of Moses. I watched it for like 5 minutes, and I couldn't watch it no more because everybody in there is an Edomite.
Yeah, I didn't.
Everybody.
I was
yeah,
gonna try to
seen
check it out,
that.
but I didn't get an opportunity to check it out.
Yeah.
The something of Moses, right?
Yeah.
The title was it.
Same thing with Noah. That story of Noah with Russell Crowe. It's on Netflix. That's why the Bible say the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He got his hand in everything, especially movies.
But he the ones that he produced them shit.
That's right. Yeah.
So he can spin a narrative the way he wants to. All right, Shalom. Shalom, we're going to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. I want to say and give double honors to the apostles and the bishop elders, a great millstone for teaching his word and truth and sincerity and for ruling well. Salutations to our fellow Hakim across the four corners of the globe, preaching and prophesying in the name of Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. We are here another week, the Wadi Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. Tonight is the ending of the Feast of Unleavened Bread. So obviously the sun is down where your brothers and sisters are at. So now you can start eating leaven again, you know, if that's something you choose to do. And but it's still, tonight is the Sabbath. Okay? So just remember that too. Tonight is still, you know, when the sun goes down, from tonight to tomorrow evening, is a Sabbath and whatnot. So, and we out here again, man. The prophesy and preach, man. What you got, bro? Did y'all get to watch the Apostles Live show today?
No,
Yeah,
I watched a little bit of it.
I was watching it. I ain't get to watch all of it, but it's okay. I'll end up watching it all later today and tomorrow. But they was going in, man. That's a show that brothers need to go check out, man. They were going in, man. They were speaking about a lot of different topics, especially the topic of women, man. You know, especially the topic of order. When it comes to that, they was dropping jewels, man. I'm telling you, like, yo, you gotta watch it, man, from the beginning. And then I ain't finished to the end, but I know that it's not just about the woman topic, but they was speaking a lot, man. You know, how in the kingdom of heaven, you know what I'm saying, men, Israelites are gonna be, it's gonna be order. The man's gonna be here, and women are gonna be here, man. Apostle Jahari also recognized that, yes, I mean, he said that, you know, how in the kingdom it says it's gonna take away all pain and tears from us, right? Normally we would just apply that to the Israelites, but when it comes to the birthing pains, all women going to have that taken away from them, because that's a curse that was put on all women for what Eve did. You know what I'm saying? Because especially you think about it, our children are going to be born in pain. Get that precept in Job where it says, man that is born a woman is for a few days in troubles, full of troubles. Our kids ain't going to be born like that. Our kids going to be smiling, happy. Shit, I wouldn't be surprised if they laughing coming out of the womb, because it's not going to be no pain. Women ain't going to bear, you know, but like Apostle Jabbar said, eternal life is only for the Israelites. But you got to remember, some of these women are going to be your concubines, so they're not going to bring forth your seed in sorrow. Get Genesis 3:16.
It's not a pretty sight, I can tell you that much.
Yeah, shit. It really, we ain't supposed to be in there. I was there for my middle child, but yeah, we're not supposed to be in there for that shit. And women ain't supposed to be giving birth. Lay down. Go ahead.
This Job 14 at verse 1, it says, man that is born of a woman is of few days and full of trouble.
That's right, man. And when you come into this world, you're full of what? Few days and full of trouble, man. All right? Your life is short. I don't care if you like 60, 67. That's not no time at all on this earth, man. You know, but most of the time when these people inside here are born, you're full of troubles. Your life is full of troubles from the day you were born to the day you go back to the spirit world.
Right.
All right? And then get to the precept where it says, the woman became sin, and through her we all die. Bring out what you got.
This is Genesis 3:16. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee.
Yeah, and when you read that in NLT, it tells you that she's going to desire to rule over her husband, but he's going to rule over her. And Esau is taking it and flipped it upside down. So now these women, they're ruling over men through different social programs, through different so-called social norms, judicial norms, where, you know, a woman, she's with a man, they get a divorce, or she's with a man and they're not together, she can force this man to pay child support and put him in debt to the society. He can get thrown in prison. If she feel any type of way, which women typically do 24/7, she can call her police force in on you and take you away. She can get you thrown out of your own crib. Like that nigga, and I was thinking too early, because that nigga 50 Cent, you know, he's over here antagonizing this nigga Diddy like he didn't do nothing. Like he didn't do anything either. And now his one of his kids' moms is flipping on this nigga, man. I think because she's implicated in that whole Diddy shit. Yeah. And he's he poking fun at her, and she putting his shit out there. So it's like, damn, you got all this influence and power, so-called power, think you can see power, and all this so-called money, and you would think that a nigga just chill out and shut the fuck up and relax. But instead, that nigga catching hell. You gotta go to the court systems. You gotta, you know, battle this bitch in court. She putting this business out there, making them look weird and shit. And that's what women do, man. But that's because these women are given power over the men. Read it again.
Genesis 3:16. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, And thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee.
In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children. So that's, you know, that's a curse. That's not going to be something that's on our women in the kingdom, neither to the women of the other nations, because that's a punishment for what Eve did when she went off. I had asked you for that. The one I know it's in Ecclesiastes. It's one in you get the one in Timothy where it says the woman was not in transgression, but the man. I mean, the man was not in sloppy. The man was not in transgression, but the woman being in transgression. You know, so that was her. That was a judgment for all women. You know, showing you that all women are supposed to be subjected to their men, but you don't have that. These women do what they want to do. They say what they want to do. They act how they want to act. But when the kingdom of heaven is established, and even before that, a lot of these women gonna try to get in order, especially when all hell breaks loose out here, man. And you seeing it, you women begging, you know, women begging men to be with them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't like when those jakes get with them, those women stay in a humble state. No, eventually here comes Satan jogging in there, jumping on this demon, and next thing you know, she's out of order. And then he wonder why she can't keep a man. You hear all these women mouths, men ain't shit, these men are all dogs, all men cheat, da 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 da. Weirdo shit. You know what I'm saying? But the vast is more y'all than it is of us. There's not enough men on earth just to be with one woman. It's just not. You know, obviously there's responsibility that comes with having more than one woman. And when you're in the wisdom of YAHAWADAH, you understand and know these things. But nonetheless, you know, you women are supposed to be in a subordinate role unto your man. All women, no matter who you are. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 13, for Adam was first formed, then Eve.
Adam was first formed, and then Eve. Go ahead.
And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression.
Yeah, the woman being deceived was in the transgression. Because what did she end up doing? She ended up bringing that deception to Adam, and ultimately they went off. And then we see, you know, level, you understand that it was supposed to happen. That's why the Lord said, now that it's done. After that situation happened, if you keep reading, it says, now that it's done. What is done? Now they're going to know wickedness. Because at one point, all we knew was righteousness. And here comes the serpent with the spirit of Satan on him and deception on him, he was a man, and he ended up coming back as Cain, right? And then he ended up coming back as Esau. But when he came in, what did he bring? He was basically like a witch, a warlock. And he brought her the notion that, hey, look, you can rule over your man. You could be the one that's on top, and he can serve you. And look at all of these philosophies, because that's what these do. You look at all these different world philosophies. What are they chiefly doing? Elevating women, pushing that spirit of idolatry via the vagina. And it's always the woman that's bringing you these different philosophies, but it's not supposed to be that way. Like Apostle Gabar was saying in the lesson, the street lesson. So when, you know, women get with men, they usually follow after. Women are followers, so they're supposed to follow after the men. So normally, if you in the Islam, your woman to jump into Islam. If you in the Christianity, your woman to jump into Christianity. If you an Israelite, your woman typically will get with that. Which 9 out of 10 of these women don't like that, because the truth comes out. You got to share. It's an option for you to share. It is. It's a cheap option for a man to have more than one wife, man. But you got men in this society with their doctrines telling you that that's off, and it's not. Now, again, there's a responsibility that comes behind that. All right? You got to take care of these women. You got to take care of yourself. You got to take care of your children. You know what I mean? You should be running your operation of a family in order. But you can't do that down here. It's damn near impossible sometimes, bro. Yeah, Jake got to sneak. Yeah, that money comes. Jake got to sneak, get a bitch on the side. You get her knocked up. Now you got all hell to pay. You know, and the bitch so angry, she'll take your life and your livelihood and shit on you, bro.
Right.
Who was reading? Read it again.
1 Timothy 2 and verse 13.
Is yours?
No, that's yours. It says 1 Timothy 2 and 13. For Adam was first formed, then Eve, and Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression.
Yeah, break it down, Tom.
That's right. So yeah, like Adam was not deceived. It was Eve. Like the brother mentioned, she brought that to Adam. And just like today, man, you see Jake, they might not be following any religion or whatever, but they get with a woman, and then now they're being dragged to the churches, to the mosques, to whatever the fuck their women's into, man. Because according to this world, like you mentioned earlier, Esau flipped the roles upside down. So the world believes happy wife, happy life, and then now you're there following after whatever gods that she follows, man, taking you into perdition. You know, and this is why the scriptures tell us that not to give your power over to a woman, and not to give yourself over to a woman's beauty. Why? Because that leads you to destruction, man. If you were Israelite, you know.
Real quick, this is Proverbs chapter 31, verse 3. Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings.
Right, and that strength chiefly speaks about your finances, your wealth, and wealth, but ultimately, you know, your goings as well, man. Because if you live your life of following after what your woman wants and what makes her happy and shit, you're gonna be ultimately, one, miserable, and two, you're gonna be following after whatever wickedness she's going after, man. Which women don't even really stand for nothing, man. It's whatever makes them feel good. Yeah. They could just grab a bunch of different philosophies and ideas they heard from other women, and then just like, oh, I don't really follow nothing, but I'll do all of this stuff, you know. So you just doing a bunch of confusion.
Yeah,
you
I was watching an old video of Kevin Samuels, and he was talking about women having a deal with men that have more than one woman, and these women, he asked them, and a lot of these bitches got caught up. So he was saying like, because like basically he was talking about how like the economy is so fucked up, is that, you know, it makes sense. Like this one woman, she had like a son or some shit like that. He asked her where her value was and shit. I think she had 2 kids. He asked her where her value was and shit. And he was like, you think your value was here or here? And she was like, I feel it's like right here. It don't matter that I got 2 kids. And he was like, so you think you don't have, so you are not willing to share your man with another woman, but this man has to share you with 2 other men plus your kids? Yeah. He said that because her womb, she shared her womb with 2 different dudes. You know what I'm saying? He asked her why you didn't get married. She started stuttering and fumbling and mumbling, and then he clicked the bitch off. But then he put 2 other women on there, and you know, one woman said she was a Christian, but he said, look, it's in your Bible. It says this in your Bible. And then she's looking all dumbfounded and shit, because like you were saying, these women have these different philosophies, but they're all over the place. They take a little bit, whatever feels good to them, and then that's what they'll hold on to until they don't feel good no more, and then they'll change it to some shit else. Like these women believe that the one they hear called God and Jesus, his name is Yahawah and Yahawadah, but they believe that God is their avenger. So whenever some negative fucked up happens to them, oh, God's gonna pay you that. Like he's just a personal assassin. And if a woman had that option, niggas would be dead.
Oh, hell yeah.
Jake could be out here fucked up on the literally hanging on the cross, bro, because of how she feels. And it don't work that way. The Lord's not your personal avenger. He's not your personal assassin. He's up on, you ain't even right, bitch. You out of order.
It's like, I was watching that show that I'm telling you of, The Last Kingdom, and the dude went out to, her father, the father of the woman, of the dude's wife, had a debt to like the church or the king, whatever. It was a bunch of wickedness, but the point, going back to what you're saying, you know, her husband went and told her like, look, I'm gonna go away and I'm gonna get money to get your land back and whatever. The dude went, risked his life, fought a bunch of men, almost got killed and shit, came back, and then from the spoils he brought a woman. And then as soon as he brought the woman, the bitch was like, oh, who the fuck is this and whatever and da-da-da. Like, and the dude was like, yo, I got your land back, like I paid the thing. She didn't even care about none of that, bro. She was just like, oh, you better take this bitch out and this. And I'm like, yo, these fucking women, bro. Like the dude just fucking went and rescued this shit that you could have never done by yourself. And then you still worried about the fucking woman. Like, damn.
Yeah, well, the scripture says, sorrow breaks my heart.
Yeah. And that's something that Esau instilled in your minds, man.
And then they put it in Slacky. They put it in those shows. It wasn't even like that back in the day. Like these women were way more in order back then. Like if she'd have raised up, first of all, this man's clearly a warrior.
Yeah.
So she ain't finna raise up against no warrior and talk that bullshit with her fucking the man. The bitch would have been out.
Hell
And
yeah.
how I know that, because even when, and I'll give it back to you, but how you know that, when America was being established, you know, there were very few women in the beginning. But then, like, men started dying off, diseases and shit started happening. What ended up happening was some men left with children. So they had to find other wives. They had to find women to raise their children. Because it wasn't no single father shit going on back then. So these women, they were just with the motions and shit. You know, even women, normally that mindset, there's a precept in the Bible that mindset is contagious. It happened with the king of Syria.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? And this bitch started, we can get it, but the bitch started bucking up.
Yeah,
And then he was like, oh, we gotta get rid of this bitch, because if not, it's gonna spread to all the women. And that's what happened. A lot of these women that were well-to-do, they had that option to speak that way at certain times, especially if they were widowed and they were left with all of these inheritance and shit. They were looking for husbands. These bitches were looking for men of substance to link up with. It didn't matter if the man had money or not, because once he married her, her wealth became his wealth. But now it's the other way around.
Yeah, no, yeah, and then she was like, in the show, she was like, oh, I'm not your servant, I'm your wife, and you gotta respect me and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? And supposedly they were Christians, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, where does it say in the scriptures that you're not your husband's servant? You are. That's what the word woman means, man. You know, the scriptures say what? He that begetteth a wife begetteth a possession, a help like unto himself, roughly paraphrasing. You know, so you're supposed to be helping to forward your husband's enterprise, man.
It's the word wife in the etymology. Middle English with, or wife. Old English with, woman, female, lady, also but not especially wife, from the Proto-Germanic, the Saxon, Old Norse, Danish, Swedish, Middle Dutch. They changed stuff up. But it broke it down and said that it means servant. It says, they changed this up. It says, modern Germanic, medieval times.
There's a precept, Ariel, that says a woman shall compass a man, I shall create a
Jeremiah 32. And I think it's Jeremiah 32:8.
Yeah, and that's, you know, again, part of the curses, man. You know, the Lord was going to have the women, chiefly the women of our nation, because you see these other heathen nations, they got their women somewhat in order, especially because, you know, their finances is in order and all that shit. But, you know, our women, man, they like really believe that they're the head, man. You know, and that's going totally against the order of Yahawah, the heavenly order, man.
So like, this is the definition I was looking for was woman. And it says adult female woman, from the women, Old English women. It says they changed this shit up. You know, it says a woman was a servant, or I think it was wife. I don't know what the fuck's going on today, bro. This shit is, they changed a lot, man. But it says a female human being, a woman, what the pronunciation, the plural body. Suspicion. Go ahead and bring the precept out you got, bro.
You got that one, Mario?
31,
32 and 8.
32 and 8. Jeremiah. This is Prophet Jeremiah 32 and verse 8. So Hanamel,
No,
that's not the one. It was 31:22.
just go to Google. I mean, go to this one here. Put compass. COMAS.
That's
Yes.
Jeremiah 31 and 22?
31 and 22. Okay, this is the prophet Jeremiah chapter 31 and verse 22.
31 and...
How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord, Yahawah Shemashai, hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man.
That's right, man. And this is what we see today. You know, we were going into how, you know, a couple centuries ago, or even a century ago, this vibration of women ruling over man, it wasn't prevalent upon the earth, man. You know, you had ancient civilizations that worshiped the woman and whatnot, but they didn't have, as a collective, like all women, they didn't have the power they do now to destroy men. You know, they had queens and, you know, women in rulership, and they worshiped them, but it wasn't like they worshiped the women like men do now. You know, and this has brought a lot of problems in the world, man. You know, because they help destroy the men. You know, and then also you have all this, you know, women's lib, man, contributed to feminism, and then contributed to push forward what, that whole LGBTQ, man. Yeah, because now it's like, oh, but how come you gave the women you know, rights? We want rights too, we're human beings, and blah blah. And the women were like, oh yeah, let's help them out, yeah. And then they're the ones that push forward the acceptance of wickedness, man. That's why the scriptures say what, all sin is little, but to the sin of a woman, roughly paraphrasing.
And real quick, this is the etymology of the word woman: adult female, human, woman, alteration. It says woman, female servant. That's right. Compound of with or woman, and then with goes back to wife, and a wife is supposed to be a servant unto you. Right. She's supposed to be a servant unto her husband. Well, 1 Corinthians 11, and start at 3.
Oh, I have it right here.
I'll bring it up.
1 Corinthians 11, and like, and even your daughters, man, like the women, you first are the servant to who? To your fathers.
Yeah.
You know, so you're born as a woman, and you're supposed to help your father's household. Mm-hmm. And then what? You're married off, and now you go from one lord to another. Mm-hmm. You see?
Yeah, that's in that book, The Israelites by J.S. Eielson. It says that a woman was under constant wardship, first of her father or some other responsible male figure, i.e. her brother, her uncle, and then underneath her husband. It said women in Israelite culture, women were, and that's another reason why these women break away from our culture, because they don't want to be subject to the men. Because one, we don't have what they perceive as power. So, and we are powerless down here. Let's keep it a beat. We don't have no power down here. So no woman respects the Israelite men. But they get judged when they see these other women attracted to Jake. Because they do. It's something about the so-called black, Latino, Native American man that these women are really attracted to. You know, even in our lower state. And then our women want to try to get some type of way. When all hell breaks loose, these women want to try to get with you because they're in a desperate situation. You know what I'm saying? And so at the end of the day, you know, these women, they always say what Apostle Gabar said years ago, women are nothing more than a byproduct of power, bro. Yeah. Is it burning you, brother?
No.
So go ahead, bring out what you got, brother.
This is Job, you called for it earlier. Job 39, verse 17, I believe. My phone stopped. Job 39. Yeah, I was going to say too real quick, women are emotional creatures. So they react off of their emotions, off of how they feel. So if you could, I mean, you told this story related to you. You had a good day. It sounded like you had a good day. You come home, she mad. I had a dream.
Yeah. What's up?
Martin Luther King. You know what I'm saying? And based on her dream, it kicked in her emotions. Negative emotions towards you.
Yeah.
So you walk in the house, you feeling good.
Yeah.
You ready to maybe do the 1-2, whatever, and shut down because of her feelings.
Yep.
So women, they make decisions based off their emotions.
And you should never make a decision off of your emotions.
That's right, because you usually make the wrong decision.
Hell yeah.
This is Job 39, verse 17. Because the Most High hath deprived her of wisdom, neither hath he imparted to her understanding.
Yeah, so go ahead, bro.
Yeah, now I was gonna say, so the Lord didn't give her wisdom and understanding to be a leader. Mm-hmm. That's the man's role, or to make important decisions, off of your emotions. Lord willing, we're part of the hopeful elect. So the decisions we make think about it first.
Yeah.
Use the scriptures and the precepts. Don't make decisions based off of how you feel, because it'll be bad.
Yeah, and the scripture also teaches do nothing without counsel.
That's right.
Everything we do, we're supposed to have bring it in the counsel within it.
That's right.
And then you not whatever the spirit gave you from that counselship, you ain't supposed to just ignore it.
That's right.
You'll get fucked up.
Yeah.
Examine the matter first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, women don't examine the matter first. You ever see those videos where it be a prank video, dude acting like he's dealing with another woman, and his woman come in, and what's her first reaction? A violent reaction. She want to shoot up the spot, jump, smack the nigga, jump the bitch, and then he's laughing like it's all a joke. But like, bro, that's no way to live, bro.
Ooh, I got one. There's a video on Instagram where this Jake. I believe he sounded like a Jake, but they didn't show his face. All they showed was his woman. He was recording her. She was highly upset, saying she wanted to basically break up with him because she checked his phone and he received a message saying, when can you pick up these cakes? but she took it as being cakes.
Like booty cakes.
Like booty cakes. But he said, nah. He said, it's not what you think it is. And he showed her a receipt. He was picking up cakes literally for her birthday. And she didn't.
Fuck up a good time, bro.
She didn't apologize. She didn't apologize or
try
nothing.
to surprise him and shit. And they're like, oh, why you acting shady, you fucking bitches and shit.
Yeah, that's
like,
the first thing.
Yo,
and she was going off on him, bro. She was calling him names. She was like, you think I don't know what cakes is? And he kept saying it's not what you think it is. And then when he showed her, it was cakes that he was literally picking up for her birthday. And he was like, so now what? Now what? Expecting an apology. Man, nothing.
And they don't even acknowledge that they did wrong and apologize. They're just like, oh, it's okay, it's okay.
Yeah, even if they do, man, it's an empty apology.
It's an
Bitch
empty
don't really
apology.
mean that shit. You know, I was like, that's why I'd be like, all right, it's okay, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, because I don't believe that shit.
Yeah.
Real quick, the brother Kayah posted 1 Corinthians 14 and 40. Let all things be done decently in order. Then he put out the definition of order: the arrangement or disposition of people or things in relation to each other, according to particular sequence, pattern, or method, in an authoritative command, direction, or instruction. And that's what order is.
That's order.
You know what I mean? Like the order starts with, we had 1 Corinthians 11. Go ahead, bring it up.
It's 1 Corinthians 11, starting at 3. It says, but I would have you know that the head of the man is Hamashiach, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Hamashiach is the Most High.
Right, so we can't go around Yahawashi. We as the men, we can't go above Yahawashi to get to the Heavenly Father Yahweh.
Right.
It don't work that way. You're gonna be thrown out because that's out of order.
That's right.
We have to believe on Yahawashi that He is, and in that, the Lord even said, "All things you ask of my Father of me in my name, you're gonna receive." Right. So you have to go through the Lord. Just like in this modern day age, you ask a woman, a particular woman that's a Christian, she'll say she's married to Jesus. She got a whole husband, but she says she's only with him as long as he's under Jesus. That's what she said, and that's not how that works. You know what I'm saying? She's supposed to be 100% submissive to her husband. You know what I'm saying? That she ain't supposed to go around him, because hey, we're lords too, and we're saviors too. The scripture says that. Saviors shall come up, saviors, plural, shall come up on Mount Zion. Right? And who we, our women gonna get saved through us. Lord willing, we part of the elect. And not only the particular woman that you might be living with, but whatever woman that the Lord give you, they're being saved for you. When these women going through all this hell and there's shit that's about to pop off, Jacob's trouble, and those women that are saved out of there, they're not saved because the Lord is particularly dealing with them individually and He just loves them. No. Them women are being saved for righteous men, so that they can what? They can be those men's wives, and they can bring forth Israelites through their wombs, man. They're being saved because of these men. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, they're gonna believe because there's women that believe, but nonetheless, regardless or not, whether she believe or not, if she's saved for that man. That's how that works. And the women don't look at the men as saviors. Like, we have women, and it's true, we're brothers, we're prophets of the Lord. Our women don't look at us as prophets. They look at us as regular men. You know, they say whatever they want, they do whatever they want. Like, we don't do that to Yahawashi. Are you fucking nuts? You say something crazy, bro, you think something crazy, you start to repent immediately. You know what I'm saying? That's fear. But the women don't have that to us, once again, because they don't recognize the power. See, we know the power. We know Yahawah Shah.
That's right. And it's like, you know, the reason why the Israelite man was created was for what? To bring glory to Yahweh Shai and to the Father Yahweh, man. So the same thing is with the women. The women were created for what purpose? To bring help and glory unto the man, so that our burden here on this side could be lightened, so that we could do our job towards Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And like the brother's going into, like the women don't accept that role here, especially in this modern day and age, man. Because Esau has taught the world that, oh, we're all equal, men and women are equal, and all this bullshit, man. But in reality, the only reason that you're here is to serve chiefly the men of the Lord, man. Just like we are here for what? The only purpose we were created was to bring glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. That's the only reason the Lord created all of this, man. He created the 144,000 so that we could help Yahweh Shai create all of this so that he could receive glory and give it to the Father, man. You see? So everything goes back to order. There's an order, and it has to be kept, according to how it was structured for everything to work, you know, efficiently.
Work efficiently. You want things to run smooth. If you got an engine, there's certain things that you gotta do to upkeep that engine so that the vehicle or whatever is running can run smooth, man. If you start adding impurities into it, fucked up water, metals and shit into it, it's gonna fucking blow your engine.
That's right.
Jacked up, you had something?
Con, what is a simple definition of feminism? At its core, feminism is the belief, right? The belief that women deserve equal social, economic, and political rights and freedoms. That's Esau's definition. That's not the Lord's definition, that women are equal to men. Because as we just went into, there's an order. There's Yahweh, there's Yahweh Shai, there's the man, and then there's the woman. That's the order. That's not Esau's order, but that's the Lord's order.
Yeah, and they push that shit on men. They push that, these women push that against men that really don't have no power to dictate that shit. We don't have no power to dictate equality, so-called equality in this world. And women really don't want equality. They want to rule over you. Because when you look at what feminism has spawned, you see it's nothing but wickedness. Women ruling over men. Get that in what's it? Isaiah 3:12, man. Isaiah 3:12, I believe. But women end up ruling over men, and they start dictating what men's supposed to do. That's what they really want. You know, you can't touch a woman, you can't hit a woman, you can't do shit to a woman without her express permission. And that's not how it worked in the ancient world, bro. That's not how it's gonna work in the future. You know what I'm saying? But the Rockefellers, chiefly their whole family, they created feminism. They got behind that shit because they knew that it was gonna sow disorder and discord amongst the family unit. That's where it started at. So it started bringing out, you know, you get the dumbass nigga woman that got with that one white, that Edomite that worked for the CIA, Gloria Steinem, the black chick that got with her. You know what I'm saying? She got with her, and then they fed that shit. She fed that shit to the so-called Negro woman. Right after you had the civil rights movement, the so-called black power movement, right? Where you had men and women together asking for the same thing, whether that was reparations, redress for what happened to the so-called Negroes in America. You had the same thing with the so-called Native Americans. You had the same thing with the so-called Latinos. They were all together pushing for redress for what happened to them as a whole. And so what Esau do, he's like, no, we gotta fucking do something about this. So they give you people like Angela Davis. They give you people like Toni Morrison. They give you people like Alice Walker. They give you people like whatever, all these weirdo Angela, what's this bitch, Maya Angelou, right? They put Sonia Sanchez, these so-called black, Afro, black-centric women, but they're all about feminism, which is destroying you. Like Angela Davis.
I saw your video. Yeah,
she was married to a man, got divorced, and then now she's with a woman that look literally like her when she was young. So she's into lesbianism. She did all of that freedom, so-called freedom fighting. They publicized this bitch trial in the 70s and the late 60s, early 70s. They publicized this shit. How you thinking this bitch was a fighter for the power to the people? Always throwing up that fucking fist and wearing that afro. You know what I'm saying? But then what she turned out to be? A staunch feminist. She hates men. right? And she's a lesbian. So those are, and that's what that shit spread, poison.
Yeah.
That's all that's gonna come out of that shit. Okay, these leaders that they give you, they're set up to destroy you. Like this one bitch, Lizzo, the bitch every 5 minutes when she's getting criticized for her fat ass being fucking overly. She's like, it's one thing to be obese, but then you a super whore, and then you in the other sexual, so-called sexual realms and shit. You into that shit. You push the agenda, but then when you ain't getting what you want from it, now she's trying to play the victim. You know what I'm saying? She's a whole fucking demon. You push that whole shit about being happy. When they talk about being happy, hey, listen, like the brother had mentioned about women being happy, the apostle said it, so there's a spirit. You can't make a woman happy. I don't give a fuck what you do.
Not in this society.
You can fuck the bitch from Sunday to Monday.
Yeah.
She gonna find something to be angry about. You can buy her whatever. You can give her the world. Guess what? It ain't gonna be enough. It's never enough. And there'll be a nigga that's with a dirty ass, with a dirty t-shirt, a dirty white t-shirt, right? Just bopping up the street and shit, fucked up, nothing, nowhere to live, banging your bitch in your crib while you gone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's like at the end of the day, that whole feminism was nothing but a tool used to destroy the family unit. They got the men out of there via social services and programs. Then they use prisons. They use drugs. Then they capture the minds of the women, put them into the workforce so they can tax them, put them into the workforce so they can make them independent. Independent of who? Independent of the man. Because the man is extremely important.
Yeah.
Bring it up.
That's why you have these women saying they don't need a man. There's another video on Instagram. We watching too much Instagram. This Jake chick, Judite black chick, and she's crying, she's bawling, right? And the reason why she's bawling, she said, is because one of her commanders raped her. She accused him of rape. She was expecting him to get disciplined, but the men over him promoted him. And she was crying because of that, because she was expecting him to go to jail. And there was it might have been a member from GMS, because right under the caption where they write the captions there, he kept on saying it. I forget the precept he quoted. This is what you wanted, right? He kept on asking her, this is what you wanted, right? You wanted to join the military. You wanted to be like the men. And this is what you get. Well, you know, sexual assault is run rampant in the military. And a lot of times it don't really be sexual assault. These women be fucking their way up the ladder. They think. Yeah, so that's what they think. They trying to fuck their way up the ladder, and then when they get spurned or get fucking mad, now it's great. That's and ain't nobody, like. And they got the paperwork to prove that, hey, this bitch is lying. They got witnesses, they bring witnesses out, and they come see you like, hey, look, man, we ain't trying to hear that shit. Especially like if you are lower enlisted. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. It does happen. It does happen. But see, if you didn't put women in the military, period, you wouldn't have to worry about that shit.
Yeah, you put yourself in that position by having that mentality of, oh, I'm gonna be independent and do shit on my own. Yeah. And then you go and run to the military or to these positions where you're put in a position of danger, man. That's why the Lord put, you know, He gave you a job to be what? To be a help unto your husband. Let him do the dangerous work and you attend to him. Yeah, that's it.
Because when I was in the army from '92 to about '95, women weren't allowed in combat fields. Infantry, no. 13 Bravo field artillery, which is what I was in, no. Women could, but now
they in them shits.
Now they in them combat roles.
They in the infantry now too.
And guess what? When you put in them combat roles like infantry and 13 Bravo, the soldiers I was around, bro, animals.
Yeah, because it's all men. It's all men. I was in the military, bro. Yep. And I actually see when we was in Iraq, bro, because there's nothing but men. R11 Bravos. Them dirty, they filthy. They come in, they got a different set of camaraderie amongst each other. And they got this. They're men, bro. So they exude that manly shit. They taking bitches. So you got a bitch that's in infantry with you, and normally she's a dyke. But when she's out there, them men don't look at her like
one of the bros.
Not even that. No, once you out there in the box with these niggas, it's something, I forget what they call it, but it's like you put bear goggles on, bitch start looking good. You know what I'm saying? Catch the bitch walking out of the shower just at the right bit of time, and she's a whole stud. Yeah, she's a whole fucking stud dyke looking bitch. But now she's starting to look sexy. So what? So nigga gonna creep up on her and take it to her, man.
Take it to her.
And what she gonna do? She's powerless to that. You women ain't got the power to do that, to rule over these dudes. And then the military protects its own, just like the cops, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you high enough up there, bitch, they ain't finna let you destroy this man's career because you are some type of way. And a lot of you women do that shit. I'm not saying that sexual assault doesn't happen, but again, it wouldn't happen if you went in the military. The Israelites, in our culture, we didn't allow women to be in the military. You go to the state of Israel, it's mandatory for women to join the military. Mandatory, 2 years. They put them in cushion jobs while they in there and shit, but nonetheless, that's off. Matter of fact, you're not even supposed to force nobody into war. If a man was afraid to go to war, he didn't go. If he was, you know what I mean, if he had just got married, just got a plot of land, just set up a vineyard, he didn't go.
That's right.
He had to wait. He had to wait a year. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because he wasn't ready. And I think he had to be around like 20 years old, 20 something like that years old, in order to go to war in our culture. You know what I'm saying? Because war is a hard thing, man. But hey, it's a valuable thing for a man to come back from that shit. You know what I mean? Now you part of the warrior class. You get the spoils of war and shit. Imagine in the ancient Israel, you got to split spoils of war with bitches. Women are spoils of war, bro. Men weren't taking that spoils of war. They were put to death, bro. That's what they got. They got done up out there. Unless you was bringing back some slaves or something, but 9 times out of 10, he got put to death. The woman is a slave. She's a servant. What you got? You got a precept?
Prophet Isaiah 3, verse 12. As for my children, as for my people, Salakia, as for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them.
And now children goes to the word, go look at that word for children. It's not the word ban there in the Hebrew. Okay? It's not the word ban there. It's going to tell you.
Salakia, my phone is doing something today.
Go to Blue Letter, bro.
What is that?
Now go to Isaiah 3 and 12. And go to the inner liner.
Okay, I got it.
Oh, he got it.
It says,
children.
As for my people, children, Hebrew word, law.
Read it like this. Nope, don't touch it, because it's wrong. I law, not Allah.
I law.
This is the I. In the Assyrian, it means the L. Remember, the L is pronounced La.
La.
So, I la, not Allah.
I la.
Yeah.
It says to act severely, deal with severely, make a fool of someone, to act severely, to be severely dealt with, to busy oneself, divert oneself, deal wantonly, deal ruthlessly, abuse by thrusting through, to practices thrust forth in wickedness.
And that's what Esau is. Esau does that. He deals with us. So these are our oppressors. Those are those Ilaws are Edomites that oppress us and the other nations, but mainly Esau. He's the wicked. And then women rule over us. These women are ruling over it. Because who are the Lord's people? Go to Revelation 21 and 3.
Revelation 21 and verse 3, it says, And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacles of the Most High is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and the Most High himself shall be with them and be their God.
So the Lord's people start with the men of Israel, chiefly the elect men of Israel. And we were talking about how women are leadership over us. They're in all kinds of authority. Get 2 Timothy, what was it? 1 Timothy 2 and 12? 1 Timothy 2 and 12. I think there's what's the word usurp? Authority.
1 Timothy 2 and 12.
Hold on, brother. Bring out what you had again. What you just read?
This Revelation 21 and verse 3, it says, And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men.
Right. So the tabernacle of the Most High rests with men. Right? Chiefly the elect men of Israel, but it's with men. We are the Lord's people. We start with the Lord's people. Obviously, you have Israelite women, and some of them women are part of the remnant, and they're going to be saved too. And obviously, they're part of us too. But it starts with the men. As for my people, going back to Isaiah 3:1, as for my people, what's that?
This is,
Children are the oppressors.
1 Timothy 2:12.
No, go back to Isaiah 1:3, Baba Kasha. As for my people, like the brother, our priest Kahan said, as for my people, what children are their oppressors and women rule over them, right? So you got the devil oppressing us, and then women are ruling over us, right?
That's right.
What it says for people in the line. I'm sorry. Go to Isaiah 3:1, 1 and 3. I'm sorry,
3
3
and
and
2.
12. 3 and 12.
3 and
brother.
12. Come.
And then go to the inner line and go look for the definition for people.
Yeah, because I noticed in
My
that video, Salakia, she didn't say what her job was.
3 and 12. Who children are? Oh, okay.
Go ahead, speak. Brother.
Yeah, I was saying in that video with that Jake female, she didn't say what her job was. She just said, I don't even recall her saying she was great. She just said she was assaulted, which could be, that covers a broad range. Assault. Whatever he did or didn't do,
Yeah, man. So it's like, but like I said, that's confusion because you wouldn't have to have that. I've been there. One of my jobs in the military, I used to set up laundry units and shower units.
Wow.
So people can wash their clothes, right? Wash their bodies. And women would come in and shower, especially they dirty in the field and shit. So they coming in and these bitches are smelling like all kinds of perfumes and oils and shit. If the enemy was looking for us, they wouldn't have to look far. They could smell a bitch, bro. You know what I'm saying? That shit, because these bitches still want to be pampered at all times, bro.
Yeah.
And I seen it. You know what I'm saying? We used to be all weird about the shit. You see the bitch coming in, she got the water all down her back, her ass is fat. You like, God damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? You see these bitches and these hoes know what it is. They try to make nice with you and shit so they can get extra time in there and shit.
Yeah.
You can expedite their clothes and shit. Weirdo shit, bro.
your primal instinct.
Yeah. Oh man, bro. That's like, bro. Like,
Especially when you out there without your woman. And
yeah.
all that shit.
When I was in that MOS, bro, I got buku women, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I really did, man. It was like, cause the women, they were into that shit, bro.
Hell yeah.
Oh, go ahead. What it says for people?
It says people is the Hebrew word yam. I'm. It says nation, people. It says persons, members of one people, compatriots, countrymen.
That's it. You don't even need no more.
And then there's another one in the Strong's definition that says a people as a congregated unit, specifically a tribe as those of Israel.
Yeah, it is. And the tribe starts with who? The men. The men of Israel, not the women. Dinah didn't get a tribe. I'm so happy that she don't got a tribe.
It says a flock of men, nation, or people.
Yeah, it is. A flock of men, nation, or people, man.
That's right.
So again, it start we as the Israelites men, we are the Lord's people. And we definitely we're testimonies and we testified all was written in the scriptures is actually happening to us, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to the story in about Xerxes and that, it wasn't Xerxes, but it was that Assyrian king, and his woman had she refused to come up to see him. Get that real quick.
Oh, here she goes. It was on TikTok. That female soldier.
Let me see.
Right there. U.S. Army soldier cries on TikTok. Yeah. 8 minutes long. Little long.
Yeah, but she wouldn't be crying if she wasn't in the fucking military. She didn't belong there.
I bet she was in a combat unit.
Well, she probably was supporting.
Or not.
But it don't even matter if she was in a combat unit, she was in a quartermaster unit, or MI unit.
That's right.
It don't matter. She should have been. I fucking hate this place, man. She shouldn't have been in the military, bro. There's a story. There's one chick. She got put to death by some contractors in Iraq, man. And they raped her. They shot her with a weapon, and they made it try to look like a suicide, and they burnt her vagina so they could burn the evidence out of her vagina.
Ooh.
And then, it was the father and the mother allowed her body to be seen. It's a whole video on YouTube. They did it because the army was giving them a hard time of solving the case. He had to solve the case himself, or try to solve it. They still ain't really solved it, man. It was some black women, man.
Dang.
Women don't belong in war, bro.
It's like that reporter, she went, I think it was somewhere in the Middle East, and then the bitch got raped, and then they made a whole big deal about it, and then she kept going, you know, places to report and whatever, and then she went back to like another Israelite country, and then boom, she got raped again. Like, bitch, the fuck,
Great.
you
She
didn't
got great.
rape,
Yeah.
you know, you didn't learn from the first time. Like, the fuck, you don't belong out there, especially in those places where there's like war and commotion going on. Like, the fuck are you doing there?
Yeah.
But that's what the whole feminist mentality brings you, that you could just be wherever, like men try. Like, no,
Whatever he can do, I can do.
Wrong.
That Rosie the Riveter spirit. Because in Rosie the Riveter, she came up in World War II. It's just a person. It's not even a real person. It was an image of a person, but it was a woman holding a bicep like this and shit. And because they were trying to get women to join the war effort by helping create weapons and shit and bullets and shit. Because all the men were at war. So the women got to these factory jobs, these riveter jobs. They was putting shit together, right? So it was all hands on deck. So that's where that shit came from. But then they used it for feminism and how they pushed it towards like women are equal. They could do exactly what men do, and that's not the case. Women cannot do what men do.
Not at all.
We're made different. Just like men can't do what women do. I can't have a period. I can't have children. Meaning I can't carry children in my. I don't have a womb. Like my physiology is not fit for a womb. My physiology is made of a man, and that's what Isaiah 29 and 13.
it's like as you were saying, somebody, actually my mother-in-law was talking about and my woman, the birth pains and whatever. Men cannot handle the pain of birth and whatever. And I was like, because the Lord didn't set it up for us to feel that pain. And they're like, no, but they try to compare it to whatever. And I was like, yeah, but that punishment, that whole situation was for you, for you to be able to feel the pain, not for us. It's like what is meant for us, man, like to bear the burdens of the world, pretty much.
Yeah, sweat. We gotta
You
work
can't do it.
bro.
Like, can you imagine if women had to carry on that burden of creating civilization in the ancient world, bro?
It wouldn't be
there
no
wouldn't
world.
be nothing. There
It would
wouldn't
be
be
no world.
nothing.
Bitches be arguing, fighting, fussing and cussing, and they still on their rag. You know, when they get on their period, they turn into animals, bro.
Yeah.
These bitches turning into weirdos.
You
So
think-
it's like, you talking about women going through all that shit together, and I know, you guys are misogynistic. First of all, we don't hate women. That's what the word misogynistic means. We love women. You know what I'm saying? But they have an order, they have a place in our lives, and it's not at the forefront.
That's right.
It shouldn't be. All right? So at the end of the day, we're just telling you what it really is. You know what I mean? You women, anybody every human has a fight or flight sense in their mind. Either you're gonna fight or you're gonna run. Right? That everybody has that. That's a natural instinct. But that doesn't mean that you women are set up to put them bitches on the front line and scoping the enemy out, especially a dude that's like full of adrenaline and testosterone. All he think about, he's in kill mode. He ain't thinking about nothing else. He ain't thinking about how you feel and what you like and what you don't like. He don't care if you got kids or a husband. He's just in a mode, hey, uniform, put him down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You women ain't got that instinct in you, man. That killer instinct, that's not in you. Now, I'm not saying women ain't killers. These bitches are monsters. You know, out here. But the point of the matter is that there's certain things set up for a man to do, and there's certain things set up for a woman to do.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, when I was on station on Schofield, when I first got there in '92, we would go to PTA for like 20, 21 days at a time, sometimes 30 days. But for at least 7 days, you would be out there in the field, no showers, dirty, from the ankles up, filthy dirty, because you're out there digging holes and all that stuff. And when you go through that as a man, there's a certain spirit that comes over you. You almost disrespect yourself. And then when you come back, that spirit's still on you. So you ain't really thinking about women like in a soft, feminine sense. You just want to get you some and get up and get going. But that's not a place for a woman.
No, but they go to PTA. I've been to PTA.
Yeah, they go now. But they wasn't going. When I was up there, 92 to 95, you ain't see no women on PTA unless they were serving popcorn, working in the fucking movie theater or something like that.
And that shit is still old, look like that. That fucking, it's in that fucking dome shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking hated PTA, bro. That shit was trash, man.
Serving beer and shit like that.
But like you know, that's Esau for you, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Who that precept in
Isaiah?
Yeah.
29 verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
Wherefore the Lord is that the one?
16.
29:16.
16.
Fine. Isaiah 29:16. Yep, that's the one. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay.
Yeah, and Esau has done that.
That's what he's done.
He's turned everything upside down, and whatever he's turned upside down is being esteemed
Yep.
over the potter's clay.
Yep.
Because the potter, keep reading, bro.
It says, for shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he hath no understanding?
And that's what's happening. We are that clay. We are that clay. So we don't have the ability to look at the potter, which is YAHAWADAH, and question him. Why did he make me? Wait a minute, I don't want to do that. No, but that's what Esau has done. He made himself a god, even though he's not a god. He's made himself a god, and all that yelling and screaming, best believe it's gonna be like that all the time. They're playing right now, but when all hell breaks loose, you gonna hear that. That's gonna be a common occurrence.
Every night, every day.
And Jake ain't gonna turn around then like, fuck them motherfuckers, bro.
Exactly.
Whatever's happening to them back there, even if right now, if they was getting mowed the fuck down,
Fuck 'em.
we gonna fuck them and we gonna get out the way. They gonna move. We ain't finna go save nobody. Fuck you, man.
That's right.
But you see that yelling and screaming, it sound like children and women.
Sounds of things.
Sound like, you know what I mean? That's and anyway, man. they turning up things upside down as a scheme as a potter's clay.
Yeah, because you'll have these women, you've heard them say, there's a man, I know I was born a woman, but God made a mistake.
Yeah.
No, he ain't made a mistake. That's a demon in you talking.
Yeah, big time demon.
Big time demon.
You got demons all over you, man, to say some shit like that out your mouth.
Yep.
You know, the Lord, YAHAWADAH don't make mistakes.
He don't make mistakes.
He know exactly what he did when he created what he created. He put that spirit on you. He allowed those spirits to get on you, to deceive you.
Tell you that
You're the ones that are being deceived, not YAHAWADAH.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? He was into that shit in the ancient world. You failed to repent back then, and he put the spirit on you now, so you don't repent unless you repent or be destroyed. And 9 times out of 10, it's for you to be destroyed. There was a precept, 1 Timothy 2.
I'm sure all that's unnecessary.
It is
Ain't that
unnecessary.
much fun.
And you see, that's what I'm saying. All the fun is about to be over, man. When all hell breaks loose out here, man, ain't gonna be no fun. You gonna hear yelling and screaming, but it ain't gonna be because they having fun. It's gonna be because motherfuckers getting put to death out here, man.
Terror.
Motherfuckers gonna be terrified.
That's right.
Go ahead and read, man.
Which verse you want? 1 Timothy 2
And 12.
and 12. 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 12. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence.
Yeah, that's right. But to be in silence, it really is sloppy, but it ain't no be in silence. Ain't no reason for all that noise, bro.
Hell no.
Even if my kids was outside playing, bro, I'm like, yo, chill the fuck out, man. All that goddamn yelling, bro. You don't gotta yelling is for an alert.
Yeah.
That's why women yell so high pitched, because it's like an alert. You know what I'm saying? But I said I suffer not a woman to usurp authority over the men. But what do you see reading the NLT?
In NLT it says, I do not let women teach men or have authority over them.
Right, that the Lord don't have that. But when you go to the Christian church today, you see women with authority and teaching men. Bitches call themselves pastors, ministers, reverends, prophets, all kinds of shit. And I'll be seeing going TikTok and shit. It'll be, if you go on TikTok on a Sunday, you're gonna see a lot of church lives and shit. It's always a nigga woman preaching with her shoes off, man. Standing out there with her shoes off, because it ain't because she's trying to get close to spirits. No, it's because the bitch fucking ankles hurt. She's standing up on her feet. And she do it in comfort anyway, because she ain't gonna come out here and do it. These women ain't gonna be out here on the highways and byways preaching the word and the gospel, because it ain't given to them to do that. The Lord said through Paul, he's like, look, in What's that? 1 Timothy.
First Timothy.
Right, he said to tell Timothy that because those churches, they were into that in the ancient world, especially the church of Corinth, putting women in leadership positions, and that shit come from the heathens. But he said, but I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over men, but what?
But to be in silence.
But to be in silence, meaning shut the fuck up, man.
Basically.
If you got any questions about the scriptures, about prophecy, you need to ask your husband at home. Right. You ain't supposed to ask your husband in public. You ain't supposed to ask your husband amongst the body. That's why you don't see women out here with us, man. The women wouldn't be able to withstand this shit. We be out here in inclement weather. Yeah. We be out here catching hell. We be out here fucked up. We be out here dodging and ducking crazy people, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then we got Esau on our case, man. Ain't no woman finna put up with that, you know? See how long that lasts, man. You know, the nation would be destroyed.
You never see him out. I don't know how this broad came on my feed. I mean, I know how, but I guess I know why. You know, the Lord sent her. But I listened to her for a minute or two. She got the rambling. 4 kids, about 4 different daddies, and these words out of her mouth. But you're a prophet. But you call yourself a prophetess.
She not. She don't even know what prophecy is, man.
Don't even know.
I prophesy good things are coming in your life. You know, God's working a miracle in your life right now. You don't see it, but you just gotta be patient and all that stuff. Bitch, shut the fuck up, man. Ain't no prosperity and nothing coming your way. That's the only time a bitch become a prophet, man. She can never tell you something that's negative that's gonna happen. There's always some positive, some so-called pseudo positive shit, man. Like the bitch Kelly, what's her name? Kelly Price. The fat bitch that sing. I used to like her music back in the day, but she's a bug out, man. She's a complete bug out. And she got bugged out by that church, man. Yeah. She be jumping out of the car, random, walking up to people. God's got a blessing for you. And bitches actually want to hear what she got to say. Because that's what women like silly women laying with iniquity, man. You know what I mean?
That's the one that got fired recently?
No, this is some R&B black bitch.
Oh.
Let's read that story about...
I had this real quick one, and then I got the book of Esther too. This is in 1 Corinthians 11 and verse 8. It says, for the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man.
For the man is not of the woman, but the woman is of the man. Go ahead.
Neither was the man created for the woman.
So we weren't created for you, bitch. I'm sorry, go ahead.
But the woman for the man.
But the woman for the man. The woman was created for the man to be a what? A helpmate, a servant unto that man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what a woman was created for. She wasn't created to be over top of the men. But in this world, you gotta understand, she's yelling and screaming for equality and all this other shit. Wait a minute, the Lord ain't make you equal to me. You know what I'm saying? Now there's a certain way you deal with your woman. You know what I'm saying? We love our women, we compassionate amongst them, we take care of them, we do what we gotta do. But that's about it. Ain't got nothing to do with nothing else, man.
Give them some assignments.
Yeah, bitch, go clean up the crib, wash the clothes, cook the food. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Look out if I need you. You know what I'm saying? Be there. And there's women out there that's clearly doing that shit. I'll be on the TikTok shit, be like, oh, if my man call me, I'm there. Can you what? Yes, I will. Can you meet me here? I'm already there. I'm here to help. Some bitches is in that spirit. Yeah. One bitch said she's with the 50-50 shit, and even if he ain't got it that much, she's with it. She just wanna be with him.
I saw that.
You know what I mean? A lot of you bitches gonna get in that spirit of serving your men properly, man.
That's right.
This in the book of Esther. I'll start at the top, yeah?
Yeah, sure.
Esther 1 and verse 1, it says, now it came to pass in the days of Ahasuerus, this is Ahasuerus, which reigned from India even to Ethiopia over the 120 provinces, that in those days, when the king of Ahasuerus sat on the throne of his kingdom, which was in Shushan, or the palace, the 3rd year of his reign, he made a feast unto all princes and his servants, the power of Persia and Media, the nobles and princesses of provinces being before him. When he showed the riches of his glorious kingdom and the honor of his excellent majesty many days, even 180 days. And when the days were expired, the king made a feast unto all people that were present in Shushan the palace, both unto great and small, 7 days in the court of the garden of the king's palace, where were white, green, and blue hangings fastened with cords of fine linen and purple, to silver rings and pillars of marble. The beds were of gold and silver, upon pavements of red and blue and white and black marble. And they gave them drink in vessels of gold, the vessels being diverse one from another, and royal wine in abundance according to the state of the king.
Yeah, so he's basically in the spirit of showing off his shit that he got. You know what I'm saying? He thought that his woman was going to be in order with that shit. But keep reading.
It says, and the drinking was according to the law. None did compel, for so the king had appointed to all of the officers of his house, that they should do according to every man's pleasure. Also Vashti the queen.
Yeah, that's the point right there. Vashti, that bitch.
Oh,
This bitch. This bitch, she's an East Indian bitch.
Imagine the fucking, he made a big ass party and shit. He probably honoring her and shit, like trying to.
Well, he was honoring himself, but he was showing off
Yeah,
his ordered kingdom, his well-ordered kingdom, and then the bitch just throw it off.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's the bitch for you, man. That's the woman for you, bro.
Cause
Here it is. It's lucky, bro. You having a good day.
She probably had a dream.
Yeah, she probably did. You having a good day, and this bitch buck up like, oh, and then she did it. She did it at the most inopportune time, bro.
And it wasn't even like, well, we're gonna read to it like. It wasn't even like, yeah, look, I'm gonna show you how my woman serves me and shit.
Yeah.
He just wanted to show her beauty and shit, bro. Like, it
Fucking
says,
bitch.
also Vashti the queen made a feast for the women in the royal house which belonged to King Ahasuerus.
So there was a separate feast. He had a feast for the men, and then his wife was supposed to set up a feast for the women, in the other house. And you know how women are; they get to talking and shit.
Yeah.
The scripture says, "From a multitude sitting out in a multitude of women, because as from moth garments come moth, and from women wickedness." Man, go ahead,
Right.
bro.
It says, on the 7th day, when the heart of the king was merry with wine,
So he all happy and drunk. Go ahead.
he commanded Mahuman, Bista, Harbona, Brictha, and Abagtha,
What you reading?
Esther's first chapter and the 10th verse. Bista, Sethar, and Carcass, the 7 chamberlains that served in the presence of Ahasuerus the king, to bring Vashti the queen before the king with the crown royal, to show the people and the princes her beauty, for she was fair to look on. But the queen Vashti refused to come at the king's commandment by his chamberlains. Therefore was the king very wroth, and his anger burned in him.
And rightfully so, because he's the king.
The king.
So he ain't like he's the servant. He's the top man, and this bitch bucked up against him. Not in private. Okay. Can you get First Ezra chapter 4? But not in private, but in public, in front of all these fucking well-known men. Because when the king calls, you run. You don't just fucking, you don't take your time. You don't disrespect. I ain't going there. Fuck that nigga. Whoa, bitch. It's been get put to death for that kind of shit. Let's keep on reading.
It says, verse 14, Salakia, verse 13, it says, then the king said to the wise men, which knew the times, for so was the king's manner towards all that knew the law and judgment, and the next unto him was Kashina, Shethar, Admatha, Tarshish, Meres, Marcina, and Mamunkan, the 7 princes of Persia and Media, which saw the king's face, and which said, the first in the kingdom, what shall we do unto the queen Vashti according to law? Because she hath not performed the commandment of the king Ahasuerus, by the chamberlains. And Mamunka answered before the king and the princes, Vashti the queen has not done wrong to the king only, but also to all the princes and to all the people that are in the provinces of King Ahasuerus.
So it said she didn't just disrespect the king, she disrespected all men.
That's right.
No matter where they at, she disrespected all men. Because the king is the top man.
Went off.
Right.
Yeah, she's completely
Way
off.
off.
Keep reading.
It says, for this deed of the queen shall come abroad unto all women, so that they shall despise their husbands in their eyes. When it shall be reported, the king Ahasuerus commanded Vashti the queen to be brought in before him, but she came not. Likewise shall the ladies of Persia and Media say this day unto all the king's princes, which have heard of the deed of the queen. Thus shall there arise too much contempt and wrath.
Right, because that's what happens. That's why it's the same way when you women go to these movies and they see the women disrespecting men on a movie. Like women, people, you want to know who really takes these movies and these documentaries serious? Women.
Yeah.
They really believe that whatever they're looking at is the truth, and that everybody should be like that. Like all women believe that you're supposed to have a romantic relationship with a man, and that he's supposed to only be into you, because that's what the movies show. You see movies like Waiting Till It's Hell. These women totally disrespecting the men, using them as objects, talking about them and shit. You know what I mean? And then women, they go home and they start emulating that same type of spirit.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, you see women like that one scene. Always remember Waiting Till It's Hell, when Jake had the white bitch and shit, the Edomite chick, and the black bitch got mad and she put all his clothes in the car and burnt that shit and walked away like this and with her hand up like this and her weave flowing in the back. And it was Angela Bassett. Bitches fucking, they praised that shit, bro.
For real.
Because the bitch, and they felt sorry for her and not him. The man, you don't know what the relationship was like with that bitch. You know what I'm saying? He got tired of the bitch, so he got him a better bitch. He got him a white one. But that movie told women that they could be just as violent and disobedient without any repercussions. Because when the cops came in the movie, he's like, "Oh, you set this on fire. It's my property. It's on my property. It is my property. I can do what I want with it." And he just walked away. She didn't get charged with arson. She didn't get charged with vehicle destruction of private property or nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, this is the world we live in. So these women, they believe they can do the same thing. You see that shit all the time.
All the time.
Bitches get upset with a man and destroy his fucking vehicle.
Yeah.
Oh, and write on a big ass letter, cheater.
Breaking windows.
Like, bitch, you don't have no authority over that. You don't have no authority over the man. You don't have no authority over his vehicles and none of his private property. And then the bitch says, this is what happens when you fuck with a bitch like me. See? You see? But that's because they watch other women do it.
Yeah.
So now it's spread. That same disrespect that it's talking about in the book of Esther has spread amongst all women. Read that portion again, bro.
It says, Esther chapter 1 and verse, I'll start at verse 17. It says, for this deed of the queen shall come abroad unto all women, so that they shall despise their husbands in their eyes. When it shall be reported, the king Ahasuerus commanded Vashti the queen to be brought before him, but she came not. Likewise shall the ladies of Persia and Media say this day unto all the king's princes, which have heard of the deed of the queen. Thus shall there arise too much contempt and wrath. And
that's what happens. When a woman disrespects a man and she doesn't respect you and your authority, what comes behind it? Contempt and wrath, man. And that's what these women out here are filled with. And because Esau gave it to him, he knew exactly what he was doing when he did that. But when you look at their families, the super elite, they don't allow their women to get down like that.
Hell, that's right.
Their women are in order to them. You know what I'm saying? They're even though they don't even inherit anything of value like that, except the family name. And they might marry out to some other man within the family. But outside of that, they know that the men hold the key positions in these families. The Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, the Oppenheimers. It's the men that holds these key roles, man. You have women up there, but what are they breeding? Confusion. You know what I'm saying? And that's what that's all about. And it's a lack of respect. And our kingdom ain't gonna be like that, you know. And we call for a woman, she gonna immediately come. The bitch gonna be like I Dream of Genie. She's just gonna appear. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Why? Because we gonna have complete authority.
That's right.
You know, even because in this world, even if you have authority, they don't respect the authority. They make fun of the leaders, you know, and everybody think it's cool. Like, look at the nigga Joe Biden. He's a fucking walking dead, and people just make. Well, they since I've been alive, they always making light of the leadership, from Reagan to Clinton. He's a Obama. You know what I mean? Bush Senior, Bush Junior. They just make fun of these people. Like, wait a minute, I thought you was the leader, man. And then he jokes like it's cool, because they allow that shit. But this particular king, he didn't allow that shit. He said, bitch, fuck you. Let's read it.
Basically.
He gonna elevate another woman to that position, which ultimately became Esther.
Instantly.
Her name was Hadassah. And she ended up becoming elevated. And let's see what they do to this bitch.
It says, if it please the king, let there go a royal commandment from him, and let it be written among the laws of the Persians
So
and the
he wrote a
Medes.
commandment. I'm writing this in paper. Go ahead.
That's right. It says that it be not altered, that Vashti come no more before the king Ahasuerus.
So he canceled that bitch like Nino Brown.
Cancel.
Cancel this bitch.
Spot.
Right there. She ain't no queen no more.
That's right.
She is nothing. Go ahead.
It says, and let the king give her royal state unto another that is better than she.
Let the king give her royal estate to another that is better than she is.
And that shows you how, you know, women don't even use damn, the word escaped my mind. They don't use
Common sense, logic.
yeah, logic, man, because it's like, yo, if I do this, what's gonna come behind it? Like, you know, if I disobey this, you know, the calling of the king, like, yo, you just lost the whole fucking
That's what we said
the
earlier.
kingdom
They
for
act
some
on their
stupid
emotions.
shit. Whatever emotion you had going on, you just lost your royal position, all the perks that comes with being the queen of the king.
Yep.
Like, you fucking stupid.
Which really the Lord put a spirit on her to do it, because he was going to elevate Esther. So that Esther ultimately, but she didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what I'm
She didn't
saying.
know that, and
like,
the average woman don't know that.
that's right.
You know what I'm saying? Only the men of the Lord, we know this.
Yeah, and that's how that the same thing happens with women today, man. You know, you got brothers that had wives, and as soon as, you know, they started, you know, preaching the truth, a spirit jumped on the woman to give them all hell, man.
Yep.
You see? So
There's no respect, because she didn't respect the man's role, man.
that's right.
And that's what happens down here. These women don't respect the man's role. Can you get 1 Esdras chapter 4? Start at
Well, I got it already.
Start at
Is that the one?
no, it's in that chapter, but that's not the verse.
Fine.
Start at verse 26.
1 Esdras 4:26. Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women, and become servants for their sakes.
That's right. So it tells you that there's many, speaking about men, that have gone out the wits for women, man. Like we were speaking on earlier, you shouldn't give your power over your finances or over yourself to the women, man, because it's gonna destroy you, man. You chasing after women, it's gonna destroy you. How many Jakes go to jail because, oh, she cheated on me, or she did? A bunch of them, man.
And then
Destroyed now in
he
prison.
killed himself.
Yeah.
He robbed and stole for this bitch and all kinds of shit. And it's crazy because I just saw a video of this lawyer saying that when you get married, it's really to no advantage for the man in this society. But if you do get married, you shouldn't put your spouse on your bank account, because this person might be fucked up with money. They might got bills, and if that's coming in for their name, and now you're on the land for that. That happened to me. You know what I'm saying? Right before I came in the truth and shit, I had deployed and I had put my woman on my thing as a, what's it called, power of attorney and shit, just in case anything happened to me and shit. And then I never took the bitch off and shit. He also said that too. If the bitch gets sick or indigent, lose her mind and something like that, it's gonna be hard to get them off your account. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They can, if she owes something, they can freeze your account and your assets. So you shouldn't do that. You know what I mean? Here it is. Oh, we're partners. Women are quick to say we're partners, but there's no partnership between man and woman. Because that's the most, if it is a partnership, it's going to be the most frail partnership. Anything, any wind that come blowing it is going to blow it away. Because really, women want to live with you to ease the pain of the bills that they got to pay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's really good. She sees that she got a man that's responsible. He pays his bills on time. He pays his rent on time and shit. You know, he always got a place to stay and shit. The bitch get mad. She wants to move in with you. If you were just a nigga that blow your money and fuck it up all your money, she ain't gonna move in. She ain't gonna be talking about moving in with you. She gonna be looking at you as a fucking burden.
That's right.
You know, or she gonna use that to control you. You live with me. Throw your shit out. You see too many videos. It'll be cold in the winter, dead of winter. Niggas sitting outside with the plastic bags and shit because he ain't responsible.
Yeah, it's like those videos, Salaga, bro. Those videos that you seen, I seen a couple of videos already of like a dude gets caught by his woman cheating and whatever, so-called cheating, and she's pretty much paying most of the rent and the bills and shit, and she'll be like, oh, you gotta get out, get the fuck out and whatever, and the dude's there like throwing a tantrum and shit, and I'm like, damn, bro, like that's what happens when you know when you don't do your own thing, man. Like you as a man, you gotta be, you know, working for yourself, man. You can't depend on a woman, and that goes back to the scriptures, man. There's a scripture that says that if a woman taketh care of all,
I got it. It's the spirit. Sirach 25 and 20. Sirach 25 and 22. A woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impudence, and reproach.
That's right, and the way they deal with that is what? By humiliating you, bro. You know, like a woman when she has that type of advantage over you, when if you get her upset, she wants to humiliate you, man. You know, and this is why the Lord told us that we gotta carry ourselves a certain way, man. You know.
Yeah, this is it. This is the same precept in the GNT, Sirach or Ecclesiasticus 25 and 22. 20, I'm sorry, go ahead, bro.
I was about to say, like, imagine you see men, like, every time they got upset at their women, just like, oh, look at this bum bitch, like, putting them on the internet, like,
that shit is fire.
Yeah, like, then people, there will be an uproar,
yeah.
Like, oh, look at these men being evil and
Shaming.
shit. But then you see these type of videos with the women doing that to men, and then you go on the comment board like, yeah, sister, you gotta get you another man, and this, show him
he ain't shit.
Who's the boss and blah, blah. I'm like, yo, these people are crazy, man.
Yeah, it says right here, it says in the GNT, Sirach 25 and 22, when a man is supported by his wife, there is sure to be anger, arrogance, and humiliation. Like you just said. What you was about to say?
Oh, Tyreek Hill, the wide receiver for the Miami Dolphins, $40 million contract he signed. Now, after he signed the contract, I did a video on it. He married this Latina chick. Now, this nigga, which I never heard of myself, he got angry at her because she wouldn't sign a post-nuptial agreement.
Oh yeah, he's stupid.
She's
like, fuck that nigga. That bitch ain't stupid. She like, no, nigga, you gonna give me this check, nigga.
So this nigga, what he did, allegedly, he poked his cigar in her face because he was upset that she wouldn't sign a post-nuptial agreement. Basically saying that she didn't bring nothing into the marriage. He has all the money. She refused to sign it.
Well, that's up. He's stupid and she was smart for that. Because that's what you're supposed to protect yourself at all times, bro.
$40 million.
And then it ain't like he getting the whole $40 million, but in her mind, he got $40 million and then some.
Well, whatever he get, she gonna get half of that shit.
She's about to get all that shit.
Or maybe all. She get a good lawyer.
That nigga playing football for nothing.
For nothing.
Like that nigga Sugar Shane Mosley. His wife gave me all his money and she took his championships belts. This bitch ain't even fighting a fucking fight, bitch.
Yep.
Damn.
She took that shit. That's how raw these bitches is, man.
You gotta be careful,
bro.
Bro.
Hey, bro, you get nothing, bro. I'm broke, B. Like my man, Buddy Mitch said, man. I'm broke, B. I ain't got no money. Yeah, then niggas say I can smell a nigga with money. Nah, bro, I'm broke, B. I ain't got shit. I'm gonna tell you that right now, bitch. You get nothing from me.
Yep. $40 million.
You try if you want. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna squeeze fucking lemon juice out of a turnip. You can't squeeze blood out of a turnip, bitch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro, if you got $40 million, which was a lot of money, why would you even think of the concept of getting married to a woman?
You dumb, man. You throwing your life away. This bitch is only with you. She only with your ugly ass because you can play football and you got fame behind you, bro. That's the only reason why she with you. If you was just a
A regular fucking joke.
Working at Pizza Hut, driving fucking deliveries and shit. That bitch wouldn't look at you twice, bro.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You got to treat that bitch like that. Bitch, you a Pizza Hut hoe. Bitch, but these niggas don't care. And fuck these niggas, man. That's your problem, nigga. You thought it was all good. Hey, I like Latino women, love them. But I know for a fact, if I know what type of woman I could get at the level that I'm at, man. If I make it to a bigger level, bitch, I'm gonna be an asshole, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I'm gonna be a straight up asshole, bro. You get nothing, bitch. You can call me cheap, you can call me whatever, but guess what? You ain't gonna call me fucked up out here.
Yep.
I'm hiding money, all that shit, bro. My shit gonna be in the Cayman Islands somewhere, and some fucking the Cook Islands. Bitch, you can't get none of that, bitch. You get nothing. You don't get nothing. Oh, that's she telling the court he driving around in this. So what, bitch? I work for somebody. Oh, he living in this. So what, bitch? I work for somebody.
Picture of it.
I don't know nothing.
Now I've seen better.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? She got with him because of his status.
That is, yeah.
He gonna bring life in the world with that bitch, and then he got to pay an exorbitant amount of child support.
More money.
More money, no money. Let's keep on reading first Ezra. Hold on, bro. Let me finish this piece of it.
Yeah, you got it.
No, you was reading, bro.
Was I?
Yes.
Oh, that was First Ezra 4
and 26.
4 and 26.
Start at 26.
First Ezra 4 and 26. Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women.
Well, that nigga Tyreek Hill ran out of his wits. He's a running ass nigga. He's a wide receiver. Keep reading.
For women and become servants for their sakes. Many also have perished, have erred, and sinned for women.
And then you see that. You see these niggas in the grave. The jailhouse was full of men that that lost their mind for a quick second over a fucking woman, bro. Right. And then she ain't gonna stick by you. She ain't gonna support you. Oh, you killed for me. She don't give a fuck. She's on to the next dick.
Yeah.
And you in there with a bunch of men jacking off on the floor, bro. Fucking ducking, trying to save your life, nigga. Or you in the fucking ground. You in the, like I was, the whole fucking beef between the 8-Tray gangsters and the fucking rolling 60s in LA was over a fucking woman. The man got killed by another nigga over a fucking woman, bro. And these niggas been beefing for 40 plus years, 44 years, 45 years, almost half a century over a fucking woman, bro. You know what I'm saying? And these niggas don't give a fuck. They just killing each other. Oh, you my mortal enemy. So now he mad and angry that he done killed his homie. He killed my other homie. All over a bitch. And where's she at? Where's this woman at? Probably walking around free. Let's keep on reading, bro.
I was looking for it in the Good News translation. First Ezra 4:26, I believe I have here. Some men are driven out of their minds on account of a woman.
Yeah, we see that all the time, bro. You kill yourself. Yeah. You kill the woman, your kids.
It says, and others become slaves for the sake of a woman.
Yeah, become their servants.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the KJV. Out of the shot.
28, verse 28, First Ezra 4. And now do ye not believe me? Is not the king great in his power?
And when we read that about Vashti, you know what I'm saying? And that king's, whatever his name is, that Persian and the Mede king. I said Assyrian earlier. There's the Persian and Mede king. Go ahead.
Verse 28. And now do ye not believe me? Is not the king great in his power? Do not all regions fear to touch him? Yet did I see him and Apami, the king's concubine, the daughter of the admirable Bardacus, sitting at the right hand of the king, and taking the crown from the king's head and setting it upon her own head. She also struck the king with her left hand. And yet for all this the king gaped and gazed upon her with open mouth. If she laughed upon him, he laughed also. But if she took any displeasure at him, the king was fain to flatter, that she might be reconciled to him again. Yeah,
so that's disrespect.
That's disrespect.
He even hit one of the guards, because when you go into it, it talks about real quick, verse 37. Wine is wicked, the king is wicked, women are wicked, all the children of men are wicked, and such are all their wicked works, and there is no truth in them. In their unrighteousness also they shall perish. As for the truth, it endureth and is always strong. It liveth and conquereth forevermore. You see, because they were saying, well, what is wicked? The woman, the king, wine.
What is strongest?
What is strongest?
Yeah.
Water, brother. What is strongest? The wine, women, the king, or the truth, man. And ultimately, it's the truth.
Yeah.
The truth conquers all of this shit.
That's
You know what I'm saying? It's above all these things, and it lasts. And if you have the truth, you won't perish.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because here it is, this man, he was the king, he was the head guy. But yet, his concubine slapping him in the face, taking his crown, wearing it and shit, and she think it's a game. But see, men and other people that sit around there and watch that shit, to them, that's wicked. Which that's what folly is wickedness. So you sit there and you watch this shit, that's disrespect. Why would you let this woman do that shit? Because you fucking this bitch? Like that nigga Nino Brown said, hey, you let who I'm laying a pipe to dictate with it. The nigga G Money destroyed the whole fucking.
That nigga got emotional.
Yeah, he got emotional. He got hooked on them cracks, that crack, and all that other shit, all over a bitch, bro.
Yeah.
You knew this bitch. He's like, hey, you let who I'm laying a pipe to, you know what I mean, get to you. He said, come on, you bigger than that. He says, you bigger than that, G.
Good scene.
Yeah, that's a great scene. That's a great written movie. I can hold you, bro. I quote that movie like a motherfucker. I don't like watching it all the time, but it got some quotes in it, man. You got who I'm laying a pipe to, you know, get to you, man.
Yep.
You bigger than that, G. You bigger than that. He thought he was bigger than that, but he kept in his mind he was already scoring, which that nigga Nino wasn't shit anyway. He committed adultery on his own boy.
Yeah.
So it's like, yo, bro, why would you do that? That was my bitch. You know, even in the end, he couldn't get over. Even in the end, G Money couldn't get over the bitch.
He didn't get over the bitch.
He was like, everything is yours, even my woman. He's like, what? You think I give a fuck about that hoe bitch?
Because she was a hoe.
That's all she was.
Club hoe.
You think I give a fuck about that hoe bitch?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about that hoe bitch. He's a man. He was all hot and shit. He's like, man, but G Money was fucked up because it was like, once they see you take his woman, nobody's gonna respect you, number two.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, you let Nino fuck your bitch.
Yeah,
You know
like,
what I'm
and you were talking about that of the king getting, you know, struck and whatnot. Like people looking from the outside, you know, let's say you're the king's enemy. They see it as weakness too, man. Oh, we could use this woman to, you know, to get her to the king, man.
Yep.
You see, and that happened to what's his dude's name that she asked for, John the Baptist.
Oh yeah, that was I don't know her name, but it was Herod's
Herod Khan.
It was Herod's brother's wife's daughter.
Khan. So what do you think is gonna happen to Herod for listening to this dumb fucking woman, bro? You know, he's gonna get destroyed, and he's gonna be.
Well, he's an Edomite anyway.
Yeah,
so
that's
fuck
what I'm
Herod,
saying.
Bro. But I know what you're saying.
But yeah, like those are like the consequences. You following after women, they get you into grief consequences, man.
Yeah, all the time, bro. Like, your woman cannot save you, bro. My woman, none of my women can save me. None of them are out here. None of them, my mama can't save me. She ain't out here. None of them motherfuckers is doing nothing that the Lord told them to do.
They wouldn't try to. If a woman, even if your woman was put in a position where she had to say, save you or whatever, or give her life for you,
she ain't gonna do that
Oh,
shit.
they have a bunch of videos online
she
that.
ain't gonna do that shit.
Well, it was like some Jays going around asking women like, "Yo, if death came knocking, if the Green Ripper death came to your door, and said, well, I have to take a life, yours or your husband's, who would you give up?" All the women that the dude asked was like, "Oh, my husband's, my husband's, my husband."
Yeah.
You know, and that's women's mentality, man. Like whatever's beneficial to them.
Every
Like,
time, bro.
they're not willing to sacrifice themselves
Hell no.
for nobody, bro. You know?
They'll sacrifice their kids before they sacrifice themselves.
Yeah, bro. It's like true, but yeah, like following after women, we just read, gets men destroyed, man, and that's why the scriptures say, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter, of fear Yahweh SHAMAYAWAN and keep his commandments, man. Because at the end of the day, why are we here for? We here to serve Yahweh SHAMAYAWAN. Those of us brothers that have been given this truth, we're here to do a job, man. That's why the brothers bringing out those points that these women can't save us, man. So your purpose in life is not to serve after your woman, your mother, nah, man. We here to serve the Lord.
That's right.
You know, and
That's
the truth is gonna prevail. At the end of it all, the truth is gonna prevail above everything, man. We read a precept on the way here while we was doing the lesson, and the scripture says what, that in the end, the hand of the Lord is going to be shown in favor to his servants, and his wrath towards his enemies, man. So if you live your life serving women and serving the world and shit, guess what? You become a enemy unto the Most High. But if you doing the will of the Lord, you're fearing Yahweh Hashem Yahushua and doing his will, you're gonna have favor showed upon you, man, mercy, which is what we're looking for. Because regardless of what the world has going on, your family, whatever, guess what? The judgment of the Lord is still gonna come to pass, man. The scriptures say that for his word is sure and it shall surely come to pass, man.
Yep. And this is Ecclesiastes chapter 4. I'm sorry, Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 26. And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands. Whoso pleases the Most High shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her.
That's right, man. And these women that are in the world that trying to pull you away from Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, they're traps and snares, man. And if you are taken by her, guess what? You're gonna be destroyed right along with her, man.
Yep.
You know, it's like it, but women, especially when you have, you know, a wife, you have children with them, they try to make it like a fucking sob story that, oh, you're not spending time with me or the kids or whatever. Oh, let's do this for the kids. They'll come to you with some fucking idolatry and wickedness.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's for the kids. But fuck that shit, man.
Yeah,
the reason why we in this condition is because of that. Because we followed after the woman, man. And now that we have this shoe, ain't no fucking way I'm again fall because of you. You know, so hey, the conclusion is what? That we fear the Lord, man.
It says, verse 27, Ecclesiastes 4:27. Behold, Ecclesiastes 7:27. Behold, this have I found, saith the preacher, counting one by one to find out the account, which yet my soul seeketh, but I find not. One among 1,000 have I found, but a woman among all those have I not found.
Yep, that's right.
Lo, this only have I found, that the Most High have made man upright, but they have sought out many inventions. So, like, again, like here, this King Solomon saying this, bro. It's like, out of 1,000 women, we know that he had 1,000 wives. He said none of them was righteous. But out of 1,000 men, I found one that is righteous. And they said that the Lord, he said that the Lord, Yahweh, Hashem Yahushua, made man upright, but they found many inventions. And those different inventions were to go off into idolatry, right, to go off in self-destruction. All right? You got this bitch, Beyonce, charting around the world trying to sell a fucking CD, an album and shit. You know what I'm saying? She's a whole monster. You know, she's a whole fucking monster and a demon. You know, people support this person, but they don't realize that she's wicked as fuck, man. She is nothing righteous about her husband, her children, her mother, her father, which I think Pastor Zahara brought it out. He said that Beyonce's father was a pimp, and his wife was one of his hoes and shit. And they sold that bitch to Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? He sold that bitch, and so she's his whore. She's his. Obviously, she belongs to this nigga. You know. But the point of the matter is that you see people like this, and you think that they're to be worshipped and sought after. But she's nothing more than an idol, a walking idol. Kim Kardashian, a walking idol. This woman was on tape getting fucked by Ray J. Who the fuck is Ray J? Brandy Lowe's brother, and all kinds of other men in the industry. You know what I'm saying? She's been with all kinds of dudes, and then this dude, Kanye West, they gave her to him, so, you know, for a time and shit. And now she's exalted amongst the world. The scripture says, when the wicked walk upon all sides, the vilest men are exalted, man. And when you read it in the NLT and the NIV, it tells you that vileness is exalted. And in this world, that's what's exalted in this world. And that's why you see it's the way it is. You know what I'm saying? It's women become wickedness. And through them, we all die.
That's right.
Of women come wickedness, of women come sin, and through her we all die, something like that. This is in just type through her we all die. They have their place, man. And in the kingdom of heaven, you women are going back into your place. Everything is going to be turned right side up. Everybody's going back into their place. The Israelite man is going to be above all men on the earth. All right? All mankind on the so-called mankind on the earth. The Israelite woman, yeah, you're going to be the archetype for the best woman, but you're going to be in complete order underneath your husbands.
Right.
And the Israelite man is going to be able to have as many women as he wants and choose. It ain't gonna be no Israelite man with no one woman. Fuck out of here, bitch. How you gonna, like Apostle the Heart said, how you gonna bring back the nation? Her womb gonna be worn out. Her cootie gonna be worn out. That man Gideon had 70, what is it, 70 children. You know what I'm saying? They say he had many wives, bro. King David had many wives. King Solomon had many wives, bro. Our forefather Jacob had wives, man. He had 4 of them. Not including concubines, bro. Abraham had more than one woman, bro. His woman, Kevin Samuel said that. Abraham woman got him another woman. He said that's what a woman's supposed to do. She's supposed to go out and get another woman for her man. And ask your woman, any woman, they ain't finna do that shit.
Not in this society.
Hell no, man. Unless it benefits them some type of way. That's all you got, brother.
It says Ecclesiasticus 25 and 24. It says, of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die.
That's right, man. That's how it came in the first place.
That's right.
So you can't expect to go through that bitch and live.
Yep. Yeah, the idolatries, all that stuff. Because in reality, you see, you know, Jake that went and followed after the heathen nations. After
I saw it, 144. Yeah, I saw it. I'm sorry, Con. Go ahead, bro.
Jake that went after idolatry and shit, following after woman worship and all that shit. What happened to them? They got destroyed because of those things, man.
Yep.
You see, when the Lord said not to worship and give glory to nobody but Him, that keeps things in order, man. Because then you will understand and be like, all right, I'm giving too much attention to this woman or to money or to whatever. Let me go back to what I'm supposed to do, which is serve Yahawah, and you keep your mind straight. But again, you know, our flesh, like the precept you just read, the Most High created man to be upright, but they saw many inventions. So men that were worshiping money or worshiping women, they were like, oh shit, yeah, let's do this, and started wickedness, man. You know, following after wickedness, and this is the almost the end result. Because there's gonna be more wickedness, you know, coming these following months and whatnot. But this is the end result of that, man, of coming outside of the temple, man.
A wicked society, evil spreading like wildfire, and ultimately the Lord punishing this place and the inhabitants of this place for such a wickedness, man. That's going to be the end result. Is going to be this place is going to be a scar on the earth. There's going to be a fucking black scar for a long time, and then it's going to turn into a desert when it scab over. It's going to be a desert, but it's always going to be an ensign for what happens when you rule in wickedness and not in righteousness. When you commit yourself and your ideals and your land to idolatry and wickedness and pride. Okay, that's what this place is going to be. Okay, go ahead, brother.
This is the Apostle Luke 14, verse 26. If any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yea, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple.
Let's read it in the NLT.
NLT, if you want to be my disciple, you must hate everyone else by comparison.
Yeah, so like when it says hate, it don't mean like, oh, just fuck, no, but it means that, look, we prefer Yahawah over our what? Father, mother, sister, brother, wife, children. Right.
Everybody.
They gotta have a place. Look at the term for hate. You gotta hate them. You gotta abhor them. You gotta stay away from them, man.
Yeah, their ways, you know,
because ultimately, how is that gonna benefit you? Like I'm going through something right now with my mom's and shit. She's sick. She need help. You know what I'm saying? But I got brothers and I got cousins and shit. They say they're gonna help and do the job and shit. But it's not for me to just pack my shit up and just go over there because I have the Lord's business to do, bro. let the Lord, let the, like the scripture says, let the dead bury the dead, man.
Yep.
Let them take care of that, because I'm living. For me to leave my position, I hope I don't have to. I don't want to. I don't want to go back there. Hell no. And be with them people? Fuck that. You know what I'm saying?
And ultimately, that's a test from the Lord on you. Because Yahawashi said in Matthew 6:33, seek first the kingdom. So we have to always put this kingdom first.
Yeah, Yahawashi comes first, man.
That's right.
And they'll be all right, man.
Yeah, they'll be all right.
My kids is in a good position. My daughter's with her grandfather, which is my father. You know what I'm saying? My other daughter with her moms and shit.
The Lord gonna see to it that they be all right.
Yeah.
Now, if you was to just take off,
you
could be going to the fire.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to do that. But I mean, if the Lord pushed me that way, then I gotta go. But my first love is just work. I ain't gonna be up in the crib with my fucking people sitting there. Sick people, man, they can bring you down, bro. Like
that's a demon.
Yeah, you sit up in all day, your house smells weird, you all fucked up in the spirit. Like, wait a minute, I got bros here. I'm doing the work, man.
Yeah.
I got something else going on. I can't be here on 24/27 because you threw your life away. You fucked it up by destroying your body your whole life. And now we got to pick up some pieces. It don't work that way, bro. Nope. Bitch, I'm not coming there. I ain't coming there. Lord willing, I'll get my baby. I'll go get my baby. Bro, I'm not moving here. I'm not, man, fuck you. Fuck y'all, man. Y'all want to do this shit. But I told you. We told you, niggas. Y'all ain't listen. Nobody listens to us.
Nobody listens.
Y'all just think that we just, whatever family members we got in this world, they think that we just those same kids that grew up in their household. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, fuck you, man. Yep. Y'all put that on yourselves.
That's
you know
why I feel comfortable in the position I'm in, going through a similar situation. I'm not the same teenage nigga I was when my family last saw me. I'm not thinking the same. Oh, I gotta go see y'all. Man, fuck y'all. The Lord is taking care of me.
You'll be all right.
I'll be all right. Y'all be all right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be all right.
Let's read that again, bro. Oh, we're looking for hate.
Yeah, hate. If any man come to me and hate not his father and mother, let's see. Hate. If any man come to me and hate, it's a Greek word.
I don't read Greek.
Oh, okay.
Maseo. To hate, to pursue. I'm sorry, go ahead, brother.
A verb, to hate, pursue with hatred, detest, to be hated, detested.
And what are we detesting? Their ways, man. Because what are we going to do? Even with your kids, bro, what, we going to play ball and you see me every fucking, come on, bro. You like, listen, this not helping, this not benefiting me at all.
That's right.
What I'm doing is not only benefiting myself, but it's benefiting my household. You know what I'm saying? What they doing is not going to benefit us. You know, my woman, she goes out to go do her thing. Whatever she does, it's not going to benefit me. But what I'm doing is going to benefit not only myself, but her and our children.
That's right.
My other wives and our children. You know what I'm saying? That's how that's going. That's how that's going. When I say the women that I don't even know, the Isaiah 4 and 3s, man, when they show up.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, it's going to benefit me in the long run, Lord willing, if I endure to the end. It's about enduring to the end. And we got to endure many manifolds of fucked upness in this world.
Many trials and
tribulations. Get that scripture, Kahan. You had something?
Yeah, but I
in Acts where it says, I think it's in Acts, he confirmed to the disciples that they through much tribulation shall enter into the kingdom. Okay, brothers? Because we got to go through tribulation, bro. Jacob's trouble is culminating. It's like the capital of the troubles. But what about the shit we go through now here, bro? You know what I'm saying? What about all the troubles that we go through now in our life, man? Your job, your personal life, your fucking the spirits that's jumping on you, you know, constantly jumping in your head, fucking you up.
Me and the brother was talking about that on the way over here. That literally every day we go through fights for this crown. Every day, situation and circumstances, family, job, wife, money, neighbors.
Oh man, bro, that neighbor shit is fucked up, man, bro. Y'all know, you live around these fucking heathens, bro. That shit is hell, bro. It is fucking hell, bro. I got smell cigarette smoke. This bitch yelling and screaming at the kids. Just listen to loud music, bro.
Fucking weed and shit.
Oh my, the drugs, bro. Yo, this is fucked up, bro. It's like, God damn, I'm like, what am I supposed to do? sorry, brother. Go
Tell you
ahead.
what I do. I pray
Yeah.
and light them incense.
Yep.
I
Close the door.
throw up the curses.
Yep.
I use all the ammunition that the Lord has given me
Yep.
to fight these things.
To fight the
And you
good
know
fight.
what? Usually, before the night is over with, I win.
Yeah.
It's quiet.
Yeah.
Right?
You're right. You're right. You're 100% right, brother.
It's quiet. I
Yep.
can smell the incense at 100%.
Yep.
Ain't no noise or nothing. So the Lord always gives me the victory at the end. I just gotta fight.
Yeah, and
Keep fighting.
like above all things, you know, this work is for the highest purpose, you know?
Yep.
The highest purpose being what? That, hey, in the day of trouble, first and foremost, we get delivered, man.
Mhm.
And have mercy from the Lord. You know, everybody, you know, like you mentioned playing with your kids. I was telling the brother, you know,
Yep.
on my end, be like, oh, you gotta spend more time with your daughter and shit. But I be fucking slaving all fucking week. And then when I have time, I try to, you know, keep up with brother, with the chats with brother,
It's a fight,
with reading, with
Our
trying
lesson
to,
during the week,
trying to
midweek.
feed my spirit.
Yeah.
And then she thinks it's just like, oh, I don't know, whatever the fuck she thinks, but whatever. And it's like, yo, this is what we need to do for a higher purpose, so that you guys could be saved, like you're going into, brother. But they don't see it like that. They see it like, nah, you should play with your kids. And what's the purpose of playing with your kids? So that the kids could grow up and be like, oh yeah, you should play catch with my dad. Like, who the fuck gives a fuck about that right now?
She don't give
like,
them kids don't give a fuck about that because in a few years you're gonna be cussing you out.
That's right.
Disrespecting you and shit. Forget all the hard work you don't put in for that black ass, and then next thing you know, you looking fucking crazy.
Disobeying
you and shit.
Disrespecting you.
Yeah, doing what the fuck they want to do. It's my life. I can do it's my life, bitch. It ain't your life. It's my life, bro. The Lord gave your life to me to guide you and teach you, bro.
That's right.
And that's what it's about, man. You got to train up a child in the way he or she should go. Roughly paraphrasing, you train up a child in the way he should go, and in his older life, he won't depart from it, man. You don't eat abominable foods. You pray to YAHAWADAH. That's a blessing in itself that our kids can grow up knowing YAHAWADAH exists.
And I'm gonna tell you something. One thing, children, I learned this when my daughter was 2-3 years old. At that age, or like your daughter's age, when you come home, just your presence, just seeing
that
you
matters.
is enough.
That's it.
Yeah.
I see my dad every day. They know my father. I know my father.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
I know him,
huge,
man. My dad ain't never, man, when I was coming up, my dad ain't never played no fucking sports with me. He told me how to box. That was it, to defend myself. But outside of that, he wasn't playing no fucking football. We wasn't catch.
My father ain't do that with me.
He spent the time that he was supposed to spend with me. But at least I know my dad.
And I knew mine.
Showing you discipline.
Yeah, showing me discipline.
Like,
teaching me. Not even just showing. Teaching me. Fucking me up. Straightening me up. Keeping me in line. You know, walking the right path, man. That's what matters, bro.
Your presence is...
Your presence alone is what matters. The kids need to see their parents. And when they see them, they know them.
They know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It is what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, you ain't going to please these people. Let's keep on reading where we at, bro.
It's Acts 14:22. It says, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must, through much tribulation, enter in the kingdom of the Most High.
Yeah, so through much tribulation, we must enter into the kingdom of the Most High, man. We got to go through a lot of shit, man. A lot of straits, a lot of hardships, bro. In order to enter into the kingdom of YAHAWADAH. But even though we have to go through that, we have YAHAWADAH with us. He gave us the comforter. He gave us the word. So we are at ease when this stuff happens. Because most people don't understand. They're going to think that this shit's going to last forever. And as we know that it's coming to a fast end. You know what I mean? And these things must happen in order for us to get there. It gotta be hardship. Before there's a saying in the world, hey, it gotta get bad with it. It gotta get bad before it get good, or something like that. Something like that, or get worse. Something like that. It gotta get bad before it gets
gotta get bad before it gets good.
That's it.
The one.
That's the truth, man.
Yep.
You know, because this place was built on violence. This place was built on deception. So it got dust by violence, so that place be thrown down.
Yep.
Okay, and it's gonna be mass violence, man. You got immigrants all up and out of the country going crazy. You got the regular people, the citizens, up in arms going fucking crazy. Nobody respects the government anymore. Let's get 2nd Ezra 15 and 14, bro.
Wow.
Shit's about to really hit a head, and then you're gonna realize what truly is important, man. And it ain't spending time with your fucking family. It ain't spending time with your woman. It ain't spending time with your dog. It's dedicating your time and energy into your YAHAWADAH. If you're a man of the Lord, if you're an Israelite, right? That's the focus, because that's Yahawah Shah is the one that's going to protect us in that time and provide in that time. Not Esau either. You got it.
Yeah, the most important thing.
Bring it up.
You got it.
No, make your point, bro.
No, I was gonna say one of the most important things you can do for your family, if you have a family, is pray for them.
That's it.
And you don't have to be around them to do that.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
And because people in the world say, "Oh, I'm gonna pray for you," they're not praying for you. And if they are, they're praying to an idol. We're actually praying to Yahawah Shai. You think he ain't gonna hear that, bro? I know for a fact the Lord hears our prayers, bro.
I know it too.
You know what I'm saying? I know for a fact. He can heal my daughters. You know what I'm saying? So he can heal my mom. He can take it. Hey, it's up to him. Ain't nothing my presence can do to make this situation easier for anybody.
Either way, it's all good.
Either way, it's all good. Everything is out of my control. And once you understand that Yahawah Shai is in total control. He even said the deceiver is his. Bro, once you understand that, you like, hey, it make things a lot easier to bear with, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't up all night thinking about that shit. I can go to sleep and I wake up and some new shit happen. All right. Hey, the Lord will take care of you. People say, "Oh, yeah, I know He will," but you don't know. I know. We know.
We know.
It says we know. You know not what we know, for we.
You know not what you worship.
Yeah, you know not what you worship, for we know what we worship.
Yeah.
For salvation is of the Jews, man.
That's right.
It's of the Israelites.
I remember when my mother was sick. Yeah. When my mother was sick, and I was praying to her. I'm not praying to Salakia. I was praying for her, but I wasn't praying to Yahawah Shai. I was sick, couldn't sleep, because the more I prayed, the worse she got. So finally she was gone. But now, knowing this truth, I feel better about her now, because I know she's with Yahawah Shai than I did when she was alive.
And we all, and that's the beautiful thing about it. We all go back to the Lord, bro.
Yep.
The scripture says, then shall the body go, the ashes. Then shall get Ecclesiastes 12 and 7.
Then shall the body go to the
then
ground.
Shall the dust return.
The dust return to the ground, and the spirit to
12 and 7.
It's Ecclesiastes 12 and 7. Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto the Most High who gave it.
That's all this flesh is. It's ashes. It's dirt. It's the elements of the earth. That's all it is. And it goes. That's why you're supposed to get buried into the they put you in the ground out here. They put you in the crypt and other places. But you go right back to the earth. But your spirit, your body goes back to the earth. But your spirit goes back to the one who gave it immediately. It ain't a millisecond longer. It ain't a millisecond later, earlier. As soon as your body is no more able to house the spirit, which is right here in your mind and your pineal gland, I mean, as soon as it goes, bow, you right back into the spirit world.
Yep.
And this is a de-animated corpse. That's all it is. It ain't gonna get back up and walk around unless Yahawah Shai put the spirit in that to do that. We read about Lazarus. Lazarus when we did, I think we talked about Lazarus when we did a lesson.
Yeah, we did. Yep, this past week.
Right? So that's not gonna happen otherwise, bro. That once that body is cold, it's done.
It's done.
That spirit ain't coming back in there unless the Lord allow it. And 9 times out, 10 out of 10 times, that's not gonna happen. You served your purpose. Now you can go rest.
Yep.
All right, until it's time to come back in the kingdom.
Yep.
That's it, bro.
That's it.
You can't stop somebody from coming here. You can't stop somebody from leaving here. Everybody got an entrance date and an exit date.
Esau teach this bullshit. Cause I was in the world, I didn't know no better. So I'm reading shit. This motherfucker talking about what happens life after death. This fool talking about after a person dies, they hover around and hang around their apartment or wherever they was living for 2 weeks.
What?
Yeah.
Where did he get this information from? He just pulled it out of his ass, man.
I read that bullshit and I was like, nah, I wasn't swallowing that at all. I was like, nah, that can't be.
I remember this woman, I was down that town preaching one time, this woman came up to the camp and she showed me a picture of this Jake that got put to death down the street near the Cheesecake Factory. And she caught it right about the time he got hit. And if you look at the picture, you can see like it looked like smoke was coming from the top of his head, was going up into the sky. Man, I was like, that was that man's spirit. She caught the moment his spirit left his body. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's in the book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 21. It says, "Be of good cheer, O my children, cry unto the Lord, Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, and he will deliver you from the power and the hands of the enemy. Oh, Salakia. I mean, that one was good too, but...
I got a good one for you.
Yeah, you got it.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 1. A good name is better than precious ointment, and the day of death than the day of one's birth.
Yeah, so you're not even supposed to be celebrating your birthday. That's a heathen culture.
Yeah.
You celebrating your birthday like, oh, I'm here, I'm another year older. You another year older, but you dying.
Another year.
You decay, another year of decay. It's better to get the fuck up out of here than to be here. But we understand that we got a purpose. This is our mission. So we got a job to complete before we can get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? But it's better to a day of one's death than a day of one's birth, man.
That's right.
Because all you celebrating is your captivity day, the day you came back down here into judgment. You know, so at the end of the day, you get to go back into the spirit world. You ain't sick no more. You know the truth now.
No worries.
You ain't got no worries, and they don't worry. These people aren't worried no more. They go back to the spirit world. They're at rest. They're at peace, and you know that you with the Lord, and Yahweh Shai now. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we'll see you in the kingdom. If you part of the elect, you'll come back with Yahweh Shai. If not, hey, you'll be born back as a daughter. Your mother, if your mom passed away, she's just gonna come back as one of your daughters, bro. Your father passed away, he's one of your sons. And likewise with your brothers, your cousins, whatever. Everybody come back in their own order, bro. So it's all good, bro. And we all died many times, bro. We dying right now. Yet Peter said we die every day. Every fucking day we dying, bro. The air, the food, everything's poisoning us, killing us, fucking our bodies up. The ground we walking on is terrible, fucking up our backs and bodies.
I hate this shit, bro.
You know, all this concrete all over the place. And then the wicked is ruling over on top of us. On top of that, man, I was watching something on the way to camp. Will Smith said all the material shit that he realized, he's at a point in his life where he realized that, because people are talking about happiness. He was saying that like no amount of material, he said when you have all the money, it's about all the material shit that you want, you realize that can't make you happy. He said no relationship, no woman, no children, none of that shit. He's at a point where none of that shit makes him happy anymore. He says that he has to face the reality of this grim, wicked person that's in him. Gotta face that reality that happiness comes from within, man. But what is really true happiness, man? Because you don't having it all and living it all, that's not real happiness. Happiness is really come from Yahweh Shai, serving the Lord, man. Being in your role, being in your position that the Lord created you to be in. Yeah. That's where true gratification comes from that. When we serve the Lord, bro, when we leave the camp, we be happy. And we made it to camp safe.
We had peace.
Yeah, we had peace. We did what was commanded of us, bro. That makes me happy is serving the Lord. When I serve my brothers, bro. When I'm able to do something for the brothers, that makes me happy. That charity, because it's like I'm serving Yahweh Shai. I'm doing what's right by him. I mean, in my decrepit state that I'm in, this wicked fucking flesh that I'm in, even though my righteousness is at 50 rags, I'm still thankful that I get to serve the Lord. He finding something in me that I can't even see in myself, that I'm able to serve him.
I told you this before. My week, and I believe this firmly now, my week is not complete until after I go home from camp. Then I have a complete week, because I know that the Lord has used me to serve to do what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah. Like I was, mentioning earlier, like we were created to bring glory unto the Most High, man.
That's
so
it.
If we're doing things outside of that, like it's like our spirit is not right. It's not in tune with Yahweh Shai.
Not at all.
See, that's why the scripture says that the second covenant is what? He's gonna put a heart of flesh that's gonna be in tune with him at all times, bro. That's why the scriptures say, that we're gonna be happy, man. There's not gonna be no more crying, no more mourning, none of that stuff. Why? Because we're gonna be 100% in tune with Yahweh Shai, man. And
beautiful.
When we're in that state, everything is gonna be perfect, man. There's not gonna be a fuck up. Like you're not gonna be doing something and you fuck something up or you forgot about. Like no, man. Everything is gonna be perfect, and like whatever you're doing, you're gonna be like, damn, everything is perfect. Call hello, Yahweh Shai. Let me do something to glorify the Lord even more. Like the brother mentioned, like in these bodies, man, And in these conditions that we're under right now, there's only so much that we could do, even though we're trying, you know, to the best of our abilities to glorify the Lord. Man, the scriptures say that we can't glorify him enough, bro. Because the Yahweh Shai deserves all the glory for everything, bro.
Like, I'm sorry, but he got angels in the spirit world that their job is just to worship.
That's right.
That's all they do.
I was explaining to somebody, you know, they asked me a question, and I was like, look, you owe, like, we owe so much to Yahweh Shai, because, like, even the things that you cherish the most, like, people like, oh, my family is everything to me. Like, look, that feeling that you get when you love somebody, that your kid hugs you and you feel proud of them, or whatever feeling that you like the most, that brings that euphoria, that you know, that what do you call it when your mind that dopamine, the Lord created that for you to experience it, bro.
Yep.
So you owe everything when you have sex, when you eat good food, when all of that you owe to the Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
You know, so right now we can express enough gratitude to the Heavenly Father and to His Son for all the things that He created for us, bro.
Yeah.
And when we're in the kingdom, we're gonna feel it and know, like, damn, we gotta glorify Yahweh Shai just for anything, everything we do it, bro.
Because I was watching when Elder Apostle Ramla was in Chicago, he was sitting around down with a bunch of elders, and Elder Apostle Rakal was there, and they was talking about how they feel when they do the work of Yahweh Shai, and you know how we feel when you pray. Sometimes you feel like you haven't prayed enough, and Elder Apostle Ramla was saying that's the spirit in you that the Lord has put in you, because that's what the scriptures say. You can never pray enough.
Yeah,
pray without ceasing.
Yeah.
Pray without stopping. And I was like, wow, because I always feel that way, especially when I'm at work, because I'm working with some wicked heathens. So what I do to get me through the night, when I'm walking around and I'm by myself, sometimes I say it out loud, sometimes I say it in my spirit, the Wada Yahweh Shai, or I'll just say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Literally, I'll say it all night long. And when 6 o'clock comes, when it's time for me to get off, I feel fully energized.
Yep.
Whereas before, when I wasn't doing that, bro, I was tired, dragging 5:30, can't wait to get off, go home, jump straight into bed. But when I do that, I always get that feeling that I could never pray enough, never thank Him enough.
Hey, this is Psalms 149:1. Praise ye the Lord, Yahweh Shai. Sing unto Yahweh Shai a new song, and His praise in the congregation of the saints. Let Israel rejoice in Him that made him. Let the children of Zion be joyful in their King. Let them praise His name in the dance. Let them sing praises unto Him with the timbrel and with the harp. For the Lord taketh pleasure in His people. He will beautify the meek with salvation. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand. Right? And it goes in about executing judgment on the heathen, because that's part of the praise too. When we fuck these heathen nations up, we're gonna be praising Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
Yahweh Shai. Call out Lord Yahweh Shai. You know what I mean?
Right,
and even in our beds, when we wake up, when we go to sleep, bro, man, Yahweh Shai, man. We fucking free, bro. We finally free. He gave it to us, bro. He did it. He said he was gonna do it, and He did it, bro. The Lord is a man of promise, bro.
I get that from you. I heard you say it, and when I first came to the camp, you said, and I never forgot it, you said, before my feet touch the ground, when I wake up in the morning, I'll praise the Lord.
Yeah, praise the Lord. As soon as I open my eyes, that's what you're supposed to do. Man, I learned that from other brothers, man. As soon as they wake up, they're like, man, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, man. And you ask the Lord to get you to work safe, get you home safe, and He actually do it, bro.
He do it.
He actually do it, man.
Every
He
time.
asks the Lord to watch over you, and He do it, man. Get in the car before you start the car up. Lord, please, Lord, get me to work safe and get me home safe, man. Even though I just prayed that prayer, I can't pray it enough, because that's how you do it before you take a foot forward, man. Because the Lord didn't have to wake us up today. We could have been in the spirit world, man. And in the spirit world, it ain't you don't get no kudo points for praising the Lord in the spirit world, because everybody do it. It's down here where it matters. You know what I'm saying? So we able to get up. We got our faculties. We got enough, but we got more than enough, bro. Some of us got multiple whips. We got our rent paid for. Brothers don't even be knowing how it happens sometimes, but it get done. We got a little cash in our pocket to eat. We can go do stuff. We got a lot more liberty than we think we have, bro. You don't need no more than what you already have. The daily bread is enough, because the Lord, He provides, man. Every day, every second, every millisecond is being provided for you, man. See what I'm saying? So it's like, listen, man. Always praise Yahawah. Always give thanks, man. Get that lesson, end up with that scripture so you can't praise Him enough, bro.
Don't take it for granted.
Yeah, because this is a gift.
Yep.
Faith is a gift. Get that in Ephesians, man. Now, faith is a gift, man.
Yep. And if you feel like you don't want to pray, that's when you pray.
That's when you pray, man. Because that's nothing but a demon on you.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing. You can't pray enough. You can't thank the Lord enough, man.
That's right. Yeah.
Bring it up.
This was Ephesians 2 and verse 8.
I got.
Bring it up, bro.
This is Ecclesiasticus 43 and 30. It says, when ye glorify the Lord, exalt Him as much as ye can, for even yet will He far exceed. And when ye exalt Him, put forth all your strength.
That's right.
And be not weary, for ye can never go far enough.
You can't ever go far enough in thanking the Lord, man.
Can't.
Read it again.
Ecclesiasticus 43 and 30. When ye glorify the Lord, Yahawah, exalt Him as much as you can.
Exalt Him as much as you can, man. Because you can't. The Lord are gonna say, "Oh, that's enough. That's enough." No, man. It's more. It's more to come.
More to come.
In all things, the Scripture says, "In all things, give thanks." In all things, bro. You see everything that's around you, bro. The Wadi Yahawah, bro. He looked out, man. He saved me from this shit, man. Yeah, some days I be getting off of work. I don't be wanting to go, but I get up there, I do the job. I'm like, man, the Wadi Yahawah for allowing me to go to work today, man.
Yes.
Because at least I got some income coming in, bro.
Yep.
Go ahead. Hold on.
Oh, you got it.
For even yet will He far exceed.
For even yet will He far exceed. I have a habit of saying, hey, man, the Lord came through like the woo, bro. Like the Wu-Tang, they come thick. And that's how the Lord's blessings come, bro.
Right.
They come in like heavy. You like, oh shit, I thought I was just gonna get. Oh man, it's some more.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Lord, give you a little extra. You can help brothers out. You can help yourself out a little bit more. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Have a little bit to save. Like,
pay that bill off early.
Get that bill. That's right, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, man, this shit, it just came right on time. I needed this, bro. You know, the Wadi Yahawah shot. And even when something's taken away from me, hey man, the Wadi Yahawah shot. Because I didn't need that.
Didn't need it.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
That's right. It says, and when ye exalt Him, put forth all your strength, and be not weary, for ye can never go far enough.
Yeah, you can never go far enough. Don't be weary in thanking the Lord and praising the Lord, because you can't go far enough. And the Lord knows when you're sincere and when you're not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But hey, man, it's such a beautiful blessing to be a part of this truth, to be a part of this body, to be a part of Yahawah, to be within Him.
Yeah.
Because this is the true glory, man.
Something I learned too. When you're really tired, like I've had mornings when I come home and I'm just from riding my bike up the hill and down the hill, where I get through the door and I sit in the bed and I just go, man, I'm tired. But I gotta go in my bathroom and close the door and pray.
Yeah.
Gotta do it. And the Lord sees that effort that you put forth.
Yeah, all that.
Even though, because He can see you're physically tired, but you still going to pray to Him.
Yeah. Go ahead,
Ephesians.
Hold on, bro.
Oh, you got more?
This is verse 31. It says, who have seen Him that He might tell us, and who can magnify Him as He is? And nobody seen the Father except Yahawah.
Yeah, because we can't look on the Lord with these bodily eyes and live. But we see the Lord in everything that we do, everything that He's created. Hey, shit, we live in Hawaii, bro. My brother said that yesterday. He was like, yeah, man, you live in Hawaii, man. And he used the quote from the movie, you should be living on the French Riviera, man. At least you ain't over here in this shit. He's like, man, I ain't going back to that shit, man. No, I got shit, you know. You live in Hawaii, man. And I was like, damn, man, you're right. I do live in Hawaii, man. I wish I could really take advantage of it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And we can. We have an opportunity. Hey, Lord willing, next month, bro? You know, following month, bro. We looking forward to some beautiful time together, bro.
Yes,
Lord willing, if it's the Lord, if Yahawah permits, man. And I'm sure He will.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We like, damn, man, we about to go have a good time with each other and relax and chill and do the work and be with brothers.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So when we get our moments. Those pockets of contentment are to build us up. Just like those times of hardship are to what? Build us up.
Yep.
We don't go through nothing in this world for no reason, bro. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 32, it says, there are yet hid greater things than these be, for we have seen but a few of his words.
Yeah, you look at the ocean, how it stopped. You look at the mountains, how they build. You look at how the air flowing, and you like, damn, man. I was looking at, I was a dragonfly up here. It's still up there. I was like, man, that's beautiful, man. It's just sitting up there relaxing. It ain't in fear or nothing. The trees just grow automatically. Read that portion again.
Ecclesiasticus 43 and 32, it says, there are yet hid greater things than these be, for we have seen but a few of his works.
We only seen a few of his works, bro. Hey, the brother Kahal used to send me pictures of video of these different places in the earth. I'm like, God damn, this is beautiful, bro. Hey, even when you look on a beautiful woman, you're like, God damn, there's way more stuff, way more beautiful than that, bro. Yeah. We haven't even scratched the surface, bro.
Not even scratched.
And you know how Esau, he goes out in the world and explores and shit. We're gonna be able to do that, bro. We're gonna take it to another level. We're gonna be in the universe, bro.
Esau could have never.
Yeah, we're gonna be jumping through, riding through black holes. Those are portals, bro. We're gonna be jumping through them just like, yo, shit, bro. You know, Jake be hype and shit. That's what we're gonna be doing, bro. We're gonna be able to expeditions and shit. You know what I'm saying? Put out big ass coats on and shit. We ain't gonna get cold. It just look good, bro. It's just rock. Oh man, check this shit out, bro. Have your staff hit it on the ground, and then a fucking portal open up. Jake stepped through there and shit. Like, oh shit! I told you. That's the kind of stuff we think about, man. Like the brother Kayama said, man. Think on the kingdom, bro. Not the fucking shitty ass place, bro.
Yeah, this place ain't shit.
Go ahead, bro.
That wasn't on that one.
Go ahead, bro.
Ephesians 2 verse 8, for by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, it is the gift of the Most High.
So faith didn't come from ourselves.
Yeah.
Yahawah gifted unto us, man.
That's right.
This is the reason why we come out here. This is the reason why we believe in Yahawah through faith. We do these works. You know what I'm saying? We follow the laws and commandments to the best of our ability.
That's right.
We take serious his word through faith. Ended off with that one precept where it says they have not seen him with bodily eyes, but yet believe. You know, because we haven't seen the Lord with these bodies. Because most people, they got to see it to believe it. And even if they see it, they don't believe it. But most people, they have to see physical aspects of something to believe in something. That's why they create idols, right? They create these images. How you thinking that the Lord is really a white man? How you thinking that the Heavenly Father is really a white man with a negligee on? You know what I'm saying? With white, looking like an Edomite. The Lord is not a so-called white man. He looks like a so-called black man. He is a so-called black man. All right? Straight up and down, bro. The Lord don't look like these other nations. He don't want no parts of these other nations. They have no part with him. Only the Israelites, bro. Go ahead.
This the book of 2nd Ezra 1 and verse 37. It says, I take to witness the grace of the people to come, whose little ones rejoice in gladness, and though they have not seen me with bodily eyes, yet in spirit they believe the thing that I say.
And we do. Yet in spirit, what spirit? The spirit of truth. We believe in the things the Lord say, even though we haven't seen him with these bodily eyes, bro. We believe and we know it's true.
That's right.
Close up.
Hey, so with that, Akim, we hope camp was edifying. Again, all praises, honor, and glory go to
Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to all you Akim out there pushing and offending his gospel throughout the four corners of the earth, as well as to the believing body, the hopeful elect. Hey, shalom to next time.
Shalom to next time. Lord willing, next week we'll be on our main page.
Oh, you got us. SDR.